Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. It is Saturday, August 17th, and we're happy that you guys are joining us this evening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. We have a lot to get into, folks.
I forgot something. Sorry. Hang on.
No, it's okay. No, this time it wasn't technical difficulties. It's just technical delayed preparement.
It's okay. We're good.
Delayed readiness.
It was a technical stock exchange that caused a strange fluctuation in the technical stock market. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's one's fault.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it, not me.
No.
How dare you?
Folks, welcome to the Ravens Flock. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel. And we appreciate you guys tuning in this evening. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man with a million opinions and zero apologies, and an extensive video gaming library on his Steam, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for coming here. Apologies. The light of God shining behind my head briefly blinded me to my earthly concerns. And yes, my Steam library is big. My library of pirated games is bigger. Thank you for taking the time for joining us today, and we sincerely appreciate that you enjoy watching this show as much as we enjoy making it for you.
Absolutely, and joining us on our far left is one of our awesome cosplayers here on this channel, and who is also a seafood enthusiast, Dragon Fang Cosplay.
Yes, seafood. Give me all your crab legs. Give them to me. I will eat them. And yes, I am on the left, and I'm a lefty.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yay.
And over here on our far right, another one of the awesome cosplayers that we have, and this person is a cheese enthusiast.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm
She is the cheesiest, Zayana Rose Cosplay.
Easy and cheesy.
So I was like, if you didn't mention the cheese fiend of me, I would have been very disappointed. I love cheese, especially.
I thought you were about to say that
Ugh.
she wasn't the cool sister because she doesn't like seafood.
No, but I am. But I was close to saying it ain't easy being cheesy, but she makes it work.
Damn.
I am going to strangle you over there.
No, leave my
I
cheeses
am
out of
going to
this.
throw potatoes at you.
Don't throw potatoes. Those are dinner.
Go
Don't
ahead.
throw
I'll
them.
survive
No, I
the
will
famine
eat
even
them.
faster.
Actually,
God.
does that mean that does that mean that I can take his potato then?
I mean, no, leave
Yes.
my potatoes out of this.
K-Storm said yes.
And of course,
First off, don't take my body autonomy like that.
okay, listen.
These are my potatoes, and I'm not gonna give.
All right, guys, let's table our spud abuse later, okay?
Where's the fucking soil?
And of course, we cannot forget the host of the Black Files by Tech Partner for Wrestle Rewind. The man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. The hardest working parent here on this channel.
I would actually say K-Storm works just as hard.
You are absolutely right. One half of the hardest working parents on this channel, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fun introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister. And don't touch me.
You know, you would have thought by now.
Aren't we the only parents
Yes.
in this channel?
Well,
I mean, we do have to parent all of you as well as our own not so many
Now,
persons.
if you talk,
out to K-Storm Cosplay here,
Yes.
of course.
I might be poking my head in, I might not. I am cooking and playing Bayonetta 2.
I mean,
I mean, I've been playing video games too much. The doctor says I have to wear a brace.
Play Bayonetta. Immediately put on the masturbating guard.
here's
I wonder what
if,
that
if
means.
you
But-
mean by parents as well with dogs, hi, sis and
Hi.
I
He
are
does have a
also-
point. Technically, I am the father of this channel. I am
Which
the
makes him the mom of this channel.
So
Which
basically-
makes me the creepy adopted uncle of the
So
channel
basically,
that drinks
father's
too much.
watching.
Yes.
Oh God!
Want
What
me
kind
to
of
show you
weird ass
my
family
channel?
are we? Do you know we're
The weirdest?
family?
It's the one
I
that
don't know.
doesn't end in divorce because otherwise there would be a murder.
I would argue that the Addams family still holds that title of being weird.
Angel.
Yes.
Filter.
Well, that's not
Now,
fair. I cannot match Morticia. She's too elegant.
Well, you certainly
no one
can't
can
match.
match Morticia.
Well, you certainly can't match Gomez
I
because
will
he's.
sword fight that man and I will lose with dignity.
You will lose happily to Gomez Adams. Everyone would. It's a fucking badge of honor.
Yes.
And like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an Inner Flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell
Well,
them.
for all the inner flockers we got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis while I fix the camera and nudge it just a smidge over here. There we go. There, now your shoulder is in frame.
Now I'm in frame.
Yay!
Hang on. Now Dragon Fang's a little... And make sure that's all the way...
Listen,
There you go.
it's either we cut both shoulders off or
There we
what.
go.
Yeah, okay.
This
Bring
works.
out the protractor. We need to measure this scene in millimeters.
With your fine folks, you can help us become full-time streamers by supporting us and encouraging folks to support us as well and help us break away from our 9-to-5 jobs. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us at Ravens Flock. Your favorite Motley Crew nerds here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up in the chat, Matthew Coburn, Lisa Boo, Alex VA, V Joseph Santos, Emily Parkinson's in the chat. Up. Let's see here. Who else? Aaron Cooper. Up, Aaron Cooper. Welcome to the Ravens Flock. We appreciate you all.
All
so
right.
Thank
Look
you
at
for
that.
joining
Look at
us.
that. Look at that. Our live chat's already firing up right before we go live.
Look at
That's
that.
amazing.
Look at us.
Exactly.
Hey, look at us. Who'd have thought? Not me.
Not me. No.
Well,
That's
one score and 10,000
That's a
years
Paul
ago
Rudd
when
joke for you
started
people
the
because
job.
he's affable and immortal.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what else he is, though?
What?
He's a very, very, very good superhero. He has his problems, but he's a hero of the masses. Because while Iron Man and Thor and Captain America and Captain Not Quite America are fighting entire worlds, while he gets involved in universal bullshit, Ant-Man fights for the little guy. And you know who's
Literally.
the little guy? Us. Because we get up every day and we fight the everyday battles that keep us going. And I'm not just talking about work. I'm talking about the deep, dark psychological struggles that make you not fall asleep at night. But you need more than just fighting. Your fists alone cannot defeat the demons in your heart.
But pin particles can help.
They can help, but that is not enough. You need more than particles. You need more than pimping, though it ain't easy. You need glitch energy.
That is right, folks. Glitch Energy, the ideal beverage for all geeks and nerds to keep your bodies vitalized and supercharged with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 crash. And if you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, you'll see that they have a large selection of different combination flavored blends to choose from. And they're coming out with new flavors every week.
Well, not every
They came
week.
up with one
almost,
recently, didn't they?
almost every week, like every other week, kind of. As a matter of fact, I saw that they came out with a brand new flavor, and I'm going to show it off to you, fine folks. Behold, the newest flavor from Glitch Energy. I can't see the name. Load, damn you. Load.
It's so new
should
we
we
haven't even
refresh?
finished
It's so
rolling it out
new
of the
that-
factory yet.
Okay,
Ah.
called Clutch Slush. All right.
Ew.
And oh no, this
That sounds
is
dirty.
what is that? Tiger's blood. Oh goddamn. Okay, so
Inspired by actual tigers.
no, let's see here. Let's
No,
actually.
seriously, 3 developers died making this thing.
No, we're gonna
Okay, so-
study this.
All right, so when the stakes are okay, god dang, let's see. When the stakes are high and victory hangs in the balance, you need a secret weapon to give you the upper hand. Enter Clutch Slush, a fiercely delicious strawberry, watermelon, and coconut flavored, influenced by the streamer Just Clutch.
Nice.
I don't know who that. I don't know who they are, but that sounds cool.
Hey, nice. So
Like-
there you have it.
Okay,
One
that is-
of the myriad delicious flavors that they made. They have like 30 at this point, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Like here's the crazy thing, and one of the things that we love most about Glitch Energy is the fact that these guys are transparent in their ingredients. They want you to know what they put in their powder to let you know what you're putting in your body. Mix it in with whatever suspension beverage you've got. Obviously, not alcohol, because that would be a horrible and painful
That would be
idea.
very bad. Don't do it.
Put it in milk instead.
Put it in milk, put it in
What
water,
other
put it
flavor?
in tea, put it in juice. The Eye of the Tiger, they're great. I don't know if we
Don't
can
say that. We're gonna get sued.
That's copyrighted by
Yep.
Kellogg's.
Oh no.
But what isn't copyrighted is the fact that if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, you get 20% off your order.
These things are already cheap enough as they are.
Delicious Karen tears.
They're also extremely long-lasting, well-tasting, and more importantly, well, like I said before, they taste good. The important thing is that we want to give you a product that is good for your health, good for your body, good for the soul, and more importantly, good for your taste buds. Because it wouldn't be much good if we spent all this time making this commercial that we totally have a script for and we haven't completed in progress in 5 seconds, if it wasn't good for you to drink. By the way, Glitch, I'm still waiting for you. What do you think of my proposition for that piss and vinegar flavor?
No!
No.
My number is open. Give me a call.
So,
Bad.
so we'd like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Talk. We really appreciate this. And listen, if you ignore any of Angel's inquiries, we'll understand.
Keep ignoring him.
Please.
But don't ignore me. I have at least gotten the neon sugar.
See, just for that, they're gonna send you the piss and vinegar flavor.
What the hell,
You
man?
deserve it.
Or they'll send you the peach tea.
Well, I'm fine with peach tea. Oh, wait! Oh, fuck you! Oh, no.
He said he was fine with it. You heard him, Glitch.
There's a joke to the peach
He
tea.
wants Granny's sweet peach tea. Give it to him.
Okay.
We'll explain the joke later.
We'll explain the joke after the
It
show.
involves
you
terrible
remember-
filmmaking.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, no, I'll remember.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure?
And
We're
if I don't
getting-
remember,
we're
he'll
getting old.
if I don't remember, then I know Angel will definitely remember, and
If
so
they
Jose.
don't say
I
anything
don't
to
know.
I don't
He
think
sometimes
so.
forgets about stuff too.
I
so
don't ever
Yes.
forget anything
Lies.
in my life.
Lies are getting old.
Okay.
All
that's-
right, so folks, let's
see
go
here.
ahead and get.
Question: is it bad I'm eating Church's chicken while watching this? Not really.
No,
I mean,
dude,
No.
you do you, man.
You could do with better chicken, but I ain't gonna.
I'm personally a PDQ kind
I
of
mean,
guy.
but
Yeah,
food
fair
is
enough.
food, though.
I'd
seriously.
rather cook my own chicken. But,
Okay.
I mean, hey, bro, whatever works for you.
Dicho Santos wanted to try to make a joke regarding the subject of tonight.
I don't think there's any way we can.
No, I don't think we can actually make that joke properly.
So we'll just get into it because
Yeah.
there's no way we could segue.
Yeah,
So-
unfortunately, this episode is going to start with some admittedly very bad news. We spoke about this event actually a few months ago.
Actually, last year.
back in November.
Last year, we
Last
had an
year.
episode about this where we sent our sincerest condolences for what happened. News have come out about what happened, and it turns out that unfortunately, this sad event is far more sad than we expected. In fact, it's outright a very depressing state of affairs.
So what
Yeah.
we're referring to is the unfortunate and totally avoidable passing of actor Matthew Perry, who is world famous as Chandler Bing from the hit sitcom Friends. Basically, Chris to be this way.
Yep, that show with that catchy song.
Yeah, those guys sold that song to Warner Brothers and to CBS, to NBC, and they made a killing off of the royalties. They don't ever have to make music a day in their lives ever again.
That's the dream of every singer. I make one song, and I will never touch a sheet of music again in my life.
Because
much.
that song will have made me enough money to get the fuck. Yeah, the Joseph Santos got the joke. Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay, so if for those of you who may or may not know, oh god dang it, yeah. All right.
Before we go any further, we do have an obligatory disclaimer. One,
This is involving the passing of Matthew Perry, which is caused by an accidental overdose of ketamine, which is a powerful narcotic as hell tranquilizer that also lets you disassociate from reality. While he was in his pool or jacuzzi, one of the two, and unfortunately he fell asleep and drowned. And that was a fucking problem, and we're going to talk about someone's death, and we're going to be talking about drugs. Don't do drugs!
Please don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs! Drugs are bad for you!
Unless they are over-the-counter drugs prescribed to you by a medical professional.
Instead, do glitch energy!
yeah, we are discussing some very sensitive information that is public. Okay, this is not fabricated. We're just sharing what we know.
Trigger warning: death.
Actually, yeah, drugs and death. So here we go. So from CBS News, Angel brought us this story because I was keeping up on it, but Angel gave us the details. So
Good find, by the way.
This came to me at 4 in the morning.
Damn.
Yo, no, he
Go
literally,
to bed.
no, he literally, Angel in our group chat when he said, okay, in our group chat here, Angel actually said this, and he said straight to the lowest depths of hell. Like, and he's like, I yearn for hell because human justice is not enough.
Yes, because unfortunately, the passing of Matthew Perry has now taken a dark turn, and we're about to discuss it right now in this article by CBS News. The
Here we
headline
go.
reads,
In Matthew Perry's death, 5 charged, including 2 doctors, assistant, and a woman known as the Hollywood ketamine queen.
What the fuck?
I know.
This was published on August 15th by,
so yesterday.
by Marissa Wensky.
Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. I'll start. So, federal prosecutors announced the criminal charges against 5 defendants, including 2 doctors, in the death of Friends actor Matthew Perry nearly a year after he was found unresponsive at his home.
Could he be any more disillusioned at his own death?
Oh, man. U.S.
I'm sorry, I tried.
He's making the face up. Really?
I'm sorry, I tried. I tried.
You tried. An effort was made. U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Martin Estrada, said at a news conference Thursday that the defendants distributed, quote, large quantities of ketamine to Perry and others as part of a, quote, broad underground criminal network.
Christ.
In addition to the two doctors, the defendants include Perry's live-in assistant and, quote, a major source of drug supply known as the ketamine queen, Estrada said.
These defendants took advantage of Mr. Perry's addiction issues to enrich themselves, Estrada told reporters. They knew what they were what they were doing was wrong. They knew that what they were doing was risking great danger to Mr. Perry, but they did it anyways. In the end, these defendants were more interested in profiting off Mr. Perry than caring for his well-being, end quote.
Angel?
The arrests come almost a year after the 54-year-old actor was found in the jacuzzi of his home in the Pacific Palisades of the area of Los Angeles on October 28, 2023. The toxicology report released by the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner attributed Perry's cause of death to the acute effects of ketamine, with contributing factors including drowning, coronary artery disease, and buprenorphine effects.
Buprenorphine.
Buprenorphine is a medication used to treat opioid use disorder. So basically, he was trying to take the medications to treat his disorder, and both his doctor assistants and apparently
no one can hear you, Angel.
And apparently the Hollywood Daily drug dealer, which they have many of supposedly, they straight up says, yeah, this guy, fuck
He's a
it.
cash cow.
I gotta get paid. I don't care what happens to him next.
All right.
Disgusting.
Incredible.
Very much so. Since the announcement of the charges, the actor's family released a statement to CBS News saying they are looking forward to justice being served.
Quote, we were and still are heartbroken by Matthew's death. We look forward to justice taking course, the statement said. All right, so 5 people in Southern California are facing federal criminal charges in connection with Perry's death. An alleged drug dealer, prosecutors say is known as the Ketamine Queen, was identified in the federal indictment as Jasveen Sangha, 41 years old, of North Hollywood. She faces up to life in prison if convicted of all charges, according to prosecutors.
Listen, if you deal in so many drugs that you get an official title like a fucking final boss in a Yakuza game, you're going to jail for the rest of your life.
Okay. Yeah, there's no happy ending.
By the way, folks, if you wish to download the actual criminal charges here, yeah, they've got it over here on scribed over here in the CVS article. Just download the PDF. Yay. Okay. So yeah, United States versus Jasveen Singha and Salvador Plasencia by CVS News. Yep, there we go.
The doctors listed as defendants are Dr. Salvador Plasencia, 42, a.k.a. Dr. P, of Santa Monica, and Dr. Mark Chavez, 54, of San Diego. The remaining 2 defendants are Eric Fleming, 54, of Hawthorne, and Perry's live-in assistant, Kenneth Iwamasa, 59, of Toluca Lake. Fleming was described by federal authorities as a straight dealer who acted as a middleman.
Damn. Plasencia faces up to 120 years.
120 years!
You might as well say life!
Bro, just shoot
Yeah,
him.
it should say just life.
Sangha's North Hollywood home was described as a drug-selling emporium and has been tied to the 2019 ketamine-related death of a 33-year-old man, according to federal prosecutors. Sangha has been described by prosecutors in a large-scale dealer of meth and ketamine through the LA County. According to the newly unsealed 18-count superseding indictment, Sangha's distribution of the drug on October 24, 2023 caused the death of Perry 4 days later, just weeks before the actor was found unresponsive on October 28, 2023. The defendants allegedly conspired to distribute an illegal, unethical, and fatal amount of ketamine to him, according to federal prosecutors.
Oh
Dear
my God!
Look at that shit.
And that's all the evidence that was collected, right?
Drugs which
It's always
prosecutors
been
say was
collected
obtained from the
so
so-called
far.
stash
So
house
far.
in North
my
Hollywood of an alleged
goodness.
dealer. Like,
Yeah, so
apparently
this
this
was
was
just
all
a-
this lady's supply.
This was an operation. This bitch was running a marketplace.
It was an operation.
It was a pharmacy for fucking illegal drugs. What the fuck, man?
It's awful.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your vice?
All right, Juan, go for it.
Sangha and Plasencia both pleaded not guilty at their arraignments in downtown LA on Thursday afternoon. U.S. Magistrate Judge Alka Sagar ordered Sangha to be held without bond and set Plasencia's bond at $100,000. Plasencia was released after posting bail. He is allowed to continue his medical practice, but the judge ordered that he have all patients sign a form indicating the charges filed against him.
This is like a pedophile going, I have to announce to the neighbors that I'm leaving here.
Or a smack on the wrist.
Honestly, he got off too easy.
All right, now
That
before
was
we
smack-
continue with
that
the
was
story,
smack on the
let's go ahead and turn to the live chat and see what
Oh no,
they've said.
it's just Matthew Coburn over here saying like, I am Steve Rock. I am Groot. I graduated from Dare.
Didn't we all?
Right, seriously. Put her under the
This is
prison.
education.
Shit.
Yeah, no, like
No.
they straight up targeted this poor guy. Like, for what I understand, Matthew was trying to get clean of drugs. and you're supposed to rely on doctors for that. Like, you can't even rely on doctors for that. Think about that.
Like,
Two of the doctor's assistants are conspiring with one of the biggest drug dealers in Hollywood to basically squeeze as much money out of you as they can before you die. And they're not gonna care because people will just rule it off as like people did roll this out as suicide.
Oh well, he's just an addicted guy. He can't break his habit. He's just a druggie.
Yeah, that they relied on that reputation specifically. Well, I guess they didn't expect that people would care enough to go, wait a minute, give me a calculator. This shit ain't adding up.
But the doctor's job is to help Matthew Perry, and this is completely the opposite.
Now,
No,
but
that's a doctor that doesn't
thing.
deserve his oath.
There is so much doctor malpractice that
Dude, malpractice kills more people than like several types of murder per year. It's crazy.
For real.
Including providing clients with the wrong drug.
Yeah.
One
or even placebos.
Yes.
So that then they can sell the actual drug on the side.
Exactly. Apparently, according to one of the other reports, and this is thanks to Andy Signor at Popcorn Planet for passing along the story as well. He was in the reporting that he found. It was basically like the doctor was supposed to be drip feeding ketamine to him because the buprenorphine, the opioid addiction withdrawal stuff, was keeping him awake. So he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna microdose the hell with you with ketamine in tiny fucking amounts, and it's going to be controlled and it's going to be monitored and supervised so you don't freak out, because one of the side effects is high blood pressure and freaking out and going delusional and shit. But then you get to knock out and you actually get to sleep. It's just fucking depressing that it has to go that far, that regular, like, over-the-counter, like, Z-Quil or whatever doesn't do it for them.
That's because the certain centers of the brain are burned out.
It's
You
so
gotta
fucking
give time
depressing.
to slowly rebuild the tolerance that you have completely destroyed after years of drug abuse.
But apparently that wasn't enough because they were like, oh, well, looks like Matthew, he wants a little more. Let's see if we can hook him up with a little more. Hey, Pusher Man, let's get...
Hey, what if I just have a shovel and fill it with ketamine and dump it in your mouth?
Actually, guys, I want to turn to the chat for just a minute because Santos has just commented saying, quote, "This isn't the only evidence. There are text messages where they outright said they wondered how far Matthew would go for this. That's consciousness of guilt. They knew they were taking advantage."
That's right. There are
Yeah, I
text
know.
messages on there.
Everybody involved in this needs to go to jail now.
And another one of the texts that they sent to each other before they could try to get away is like, "Oh God, he's dead. Delete all our correspondence with each other."
How can you live with that on your conscience?
I mean, look at how many
Jesus
people
Christ.
who are murderers and everything.
Yeah.
They can live with it.
Seriously.
I
They
don't know.
have no
Sadly.
regrets.
There's an actual psychological element to that. It's you can live with it because your brain can basically fool itself into thinking you didn't do it because you didn't actively kill him. It's the equivalent of stabbing somebody to death versus ordering a soldier to shoot a guy 20,000 miles away from you with a missile.
It's like,
if you don't see
I
it happen,
didn't do it, the knife did. Or
Yeah,
something, or
you
the
don't-
gun did.
I'm
not the one who... Or I'm not the one who killed him. That guy, that soldier over there,
He took the
he just
drugs.
followed my orders.
Yeah, people can disassociate themselves from guilt very easily as long as they feel like they didn't do it. That's why many of the murderers who kill people with their bare hands either turn themselves in because it was a crime of passion or are complete sociopaths that feel absolutely nothing when they murder people.
God, it's horrible.
Yeah, they were
It's really bad.
That's right. They were insulting him over the
Yeah, they were
messages.
calling him a moron. It's so fucking bullshit. Let's see here. Okay. Continuing on
That
the article.
bail should have been much higher.
There should have
Seriously,
been
at least-
bail
Or
to
no
begin
bail
with.
at all.
Or no
All right,
bail.
that's
Yeah, it
not
shouldn't
jail.
have been.
It was
yeah.
Placencia's attorney Stefan Sachs over here saying it was nothing that rises to the level of criminal misconduct.
Excuse
He said
me.
outside the
What?
federal court where he was arraigned.
No.
Placencia's trial date was set for October 8th, whereas Sanga's was scheduled for October 15th. Fleming and Iwamasa have both pleaded guilty to charges, while Chavez has agreed to a plea agreement. I wonder how much this moron will pay. Yeah, no, bullshit.
The ketamine distributed to Perry between September and October 2023 was paid for with at least $55,000 in cash, according to the prosecutors. Federal prosecutors say that the doctors charged $2,000 for a vial that cost Chavez only $12. The DEA administration and Milgram said that Tuesday, after Perry had become addicted
Thursday.
to the drug, after receiving ketamine treatments for depression and anxiety at the local clinic, the indictment details escalating purchases and injections of the drug over just a few weeks that ended with his death in October 2000.
He turned to unscrupulous doctors who saw Perry as a way to make money, Milgram said. On September 30th, 2023, less than a month before Perry died, Plasencia allegedly texted fellow physician Chavez after learning that the actor was looking to obtain ketamine.
Yeah,
I wonder how much this moron will pay. Plasencia allegedly wrote to Chavez. Let's find out.
Jesus, man.
Unbe-fucking-leavable.
And this is a picture of
his the ketamine prescription federal prosecutors say a Southern California doctor used without the patient's knowledge to illegally get to the drug to actor Matthew Perry the weeks before his death. Go ahead.
Chavez allegedly sent Plasencia a photo of ketamine lozenges and agreed to sell the drug to him. According to prosecutors, the San Diego doctor had obtained them by writing a fraudulent prescription for another patient without the patient's knowledge. Plasencia bought at least 4 vials of liquid ketamine from Chavez, as well as gloves, syringes, ketamine lozenges, and the fraudulent prescription. Prosecutors say Plasencia also texted Perry on September 30th, saying he planned to provide him with vials of ketamine that the actor could administer himself.
I will give you the first dose if you would like, and leave supplies with you, Plasencia allegedly texted the actor. Yeah, too far gone and spiraling his addiction. Yeah, okay.
The Santa Monica doctor allegedly instructed Perry's live-in assistant Iwamasa, who prosecutor says has no medical training, on how to inject the ketamine, leaving him with vials and syringes. Iwamasa handed over $4,500 in cash to Plasencia in exchange for the vials of ketamine, said the doctor. Then, on October 4, 2023, Iwamasa texted Plasencia using coded language to discuss buying more stuff, telling him that he needed to get more cans of Dr. Pepper from you today, and I can come for you to make it more convenient.
Dr. Pepper, seriously?
Don't you dare!
I'm sorry, but that is already suspicious text because, wow, you can literally just go to a gas station to get that.
I mean, this is already guilt shit to begin with.
That's
Very
really
much.
stupid code word.
It's horseshit and shenanigans. Like, and sorry, like, let's not insult Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is an excellent soda with 23 distinct flavors blended into one.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be on the nose, I guess calling it Special K would be too much. But then again, Special K would be insulted because that's part of a balanced breakfast.
Or Royal Crown Cola.
No,
Okay.
that doesn't. No. That's.
Point in case is the fact that these pieces of shit basically walked away with a slap on the wrist means that everybody knows about this though. So even if those 2 assholes manage to walk free, their reputation as doctors is fucked forever.
Yeah, here's the thing.
They should get their license revoked.
Yeah,
God, yes.
but here's the thing. It's like, okay, if you have to sign a waiver because, someone literally was the death of another person, like, not even accidentally, but
I'm
like
calling my
purposely,
insurance and getting another
would you
doctor.
actually sign that waiver? I walk right out of
I'd be like,
no,
I don't care if this dude is
I
offering
would
0
tear that
copayment.
paper up and walk out and
I'd
go
be like,
find a new
oh,
doctor.
I don't care if the copayment is 0. I'm fucking out of here, bro.
Let's look at the chat before we get back to the article over here. They call him Warren. It's gross. Yep, Alex VA. People like them sicken me. The doctors shouldn't even be able to continue working. They're a danger to the public. Yeah, seriously. And the Joseph Santos. Japanese soldier convinced themselves that killing is just completing the circle of life. Yeah, that was World War II.
That
and
did happen.
also, Ingoyama Mana. I don't know. I don't see Rafiki holding up an infant cub voiced by Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
You misunderstand. That's not the sun rising from Africa. That's the mushroom cloud.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Shut up. At least keep the mic away from you if you're gonna.
No, that was a good joke, but also fuck you.
Angel duct tape.
I thought my peach tea joke
You
was
guys have
bad.
duct tape?
Look over there. I got
I
2
will
big ass
shoot
rolls.
through that shit if I have to.
Angel has eaten worse.
Point in case is the fact that these pieces of shit walked out of here
I
with
can
only
put vet rap
$10,000.
on you.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
listen.
guys.
As much as you want to practice bondage on me, we gotta wait.
All right,
Also
I think-
Not the
consent.
time or the place.
all right, folks. I
Also
think
consent.
Thank
Angel
you.
was in the middle of something. Go
Yeah,
on.
the safe word is Hiroshima. Anyway, point in case is people like this. Think about it. The helper, jail. The dealer, jail. But the doctor, no. Too many connections. You get a fee. That is a sentence made for people that can't afford it.
Those aren't like those are just the arraignment right now,
Yeah,
Angel.
for now.
Listen, like if you saw, there was 2 folks who were in there who pled guilty, and the other one took a plea deal. The doctor, he's out on bail.
That's the problem. He shouldn't be.
No, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
So he really shouldn't be on bail, and neither should the
Should
ketamine
be in
queen.
jail.
You know what? No. You know what he should be?
Where?
He should be famous. put his face in every
mean
fucking
Infamous?
where you can.
As in like Angel's thinking like put up a billboard. This guy's like, "Hi, I'm the doctor who killed Matthew Perry."
Let this fucker know that doctor sees the oath and wipes his ass with it.
The Hippocratic
Here's
Oath.
another thing.
Oh, that's the hypocrite oath in this case.
Right?
You know how so he did this. Who's to say he won't do it again?
Exactly.
He likely will.
That's why do you let him walk away if there's a chance, as slim as it is, that he's going to do it again?
He's got.
I do not trust doctors who ever
And
do
there
that.
is no plausible deniability. He fucking signed a fake prescription.
Yeah.
He was an active
That is enough.
participant
That
in
is
this.
enough to take away your license.
Yeah.
Doctors have lost
If
their
you do
license for less than that.
malpractice,
Yeah.
immediate license revoke.
So why are they bending the rule for him?
You need to take that license.
Why are they bending the rule?
Must have a great lawyer, because holy
They
shit.
must
how do
have
you
an
get
It
away
doesn't matter if he is a
It
great
shouldn't matter.
lawyer. You literally caused the death of someone on purpose.
with it? Hey, it's your first murder. You got away with a slap on the wrist.
Oh my
I guess
god.
if you have money,
It's a
you
di-
can do anything.
Okay,
huh?
it's the District Court of the Central District of California. It's a federal court. They know that if this motherfucker tries anything like, oh, I don't know, leaving the country, they'll be on him like white on rice. So he has
still
to.
got off way too easy.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
the fact
agreed.
that he's not behind bars right now, waiting trial, is too easy. I agree. The only in the meantime, his reputation is already gone. So he's all like, "Oh, but I have to continue my practice." Sure, let's go ahead and have the doctor who got Matthew Perry killed continue his practice. Good luck with that,
That
buddy.
office is gonna get graffiti so hard, man.
So hard
It's gonna
if
get
he's
shut
lucky.
down.
Good.
If he's lucky, like, do you have any idea how crazy the gangs in LA are? They'll mess you up for less.
He killed that guy from Friends. Fuck him up.
Exactly.
Like, Chandler and Monica were my favorite fucking thing. They got me through high school. They made me believe in true love. And they couldn't even have a baby of their own. And they taught me that adopting's okay. Let's fuck this guy up.
Imagine the ugliest, most menacing gangster you can imagine holding a gun to the guy and going, "You are a disappointment."
No.
You robbed me of Chandler.
Look, this is for Chandler.
This is for Chandler.
Could you be any more dead? Oh God.
So
All
no
right.
one told you life was
It's
gonna,
gonna
be
be
this
this
way.
Oh my god. So getting back to it.
Gunshots.
So is there anything more to
Oh,
this
there's
article?
plenty more.
All right.
Okay. Let's get back to the article. We gotta.
All right. So on okay.
Yeah, according to the article.
So on October, according to the indictment, Iwamasa texted Plasencia the same day to tell him that he had successfully injected Perry, writing that he, quote, found the sweet spot, but trying different places led to running out of ketamine.
How do you run out?
Wait, sweet spot? Seriously?
It's basically saying
Oh,
that they
I also
overdosed
want to
it.
say this. I wouldn't trust anyone who doesn't have any medical practice to inject anyone.
Actually, you're not supposed to be able
Yeah.
to.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
It's a.
I
it's
would
a,
not trust anyone.
Like the.
I know how to because I was in vet school.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
whatnot. I know how to.
You know how to, and you know to do
but
that.
But if Jane Doe over there comes up going, "Hey, I could inject you with this,"
I ain't letting you inject me for shit, son. Like,
It's like, do you
go
even
ahead.
know how to find a vein?
Like one thing's like okay, and another thing, everyone's favorite weight loss drug right now, Ozempic. They're like one of the reasons why it's so popular is because it's easy to inject. All you got to do is inject it into your stomach, either one side or the other.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
That's
it shows
only
you how
because
with
that.
instructions. It hurts
But
after a while, but that's not even the point.
Trying a few places out.
Yeah,
No.
no. More importantly, because the Ozempic is for the stomach. Stomach, big area over here, big old midsection. Just pick up a spot and shove it in. Veins are delicate.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
paper
wanna go
thin
fishing
membrane.
around.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, imagine if, like, or like when you're donating blood or whatever. How many of us have had experiences with someone with a phlebotomist accidentally jabbing the wrong spot?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
got lucky
It
that
sucks.
never happened to me, but
I've had that happen to me.
You don't want
Sucks.
anyone, as in the vet side of medicine, you don't want anyone fishing around for the vein.
yeah, that's delicate
don't.
stuff. Especially if you end up hitting the wrong place and hit bone, or worse, if the needle breaks inside.
Or if you hit,
that's a surgery you gotta deal with.
or
right there.
if you hit a muscle.
Yeah, well, I have no choice but to.
Unless you're supposed to hit the muscle for
Yeah.
like a,
Yeah.
I don't know,
But
like a
most of the
depot
time,
shot.
you're
Or
supposed
whatever.
to hit the vein.
Oh well, there's
Oh, yeah.
one we gotta
Yep.
get muscle. Is the ones
Or
that
if
go
you
here.
hit
the
the
butts.
wrong vein.
Those
Oh
I hate.
God, where it could
Oh.
go too quickly into the bloodstream or something like that.
By the
yeah.
way,
Yeah. Good. What's
one
up?
particularly horrifying aspect that they don't tell you about injection and illegal drug use. There's a reason you're not supposed to reuse needles. Not just for hygiene, but because needles are very thin and delicate for a reason. They are meant to be delicate, so ironically enough, in case they break, they can be easy to extract by comparison. But somebody showed me a close, like microscopic look at a needle before and after you use it one time. Yeah. It looks the same to the naked eye, but if you like get close enough, the needle, the moment they pull it out of your body, the whole thing splinters apart. It looks like a broom.
Yeah.
You try to use that again, you are basically shredding your entire arm every time. That's why so many people that have like crack addiction or something like that, they fuck up their arms because they're basically, you're mangling your flesh every time you put that in there. Yeah, there's a reason you dispose of that immediately after you use it once. You're supposed to.
And that's what they teach you. You're like, every time you inject something, you remove the needle and you put on a new one.
Yeah, you cannot see it from like the naked eye, but a used needle looks like a piece of barbed wire. Just bits poking out everywhere because it's meant to be delicate.
It's meant to be a single-use thing.
Why do you think when people actually use them multiple times that they end up having a lot of bruising?
Or necrosis.
Or blood and everything because it's literally
torn. Their arms.
Or they screw up the vein so badly that you can't do it in that spot anymore.
And the arm becomes infected and they have to amputate it.
Or like, are we talking about that Russian crocodile drug or whatever?
No, this actually happened to people, unfortunately.
Oh God!
Many cases, people with severe crack addiction or heroin addiction, especially heroin, they reuse the needle so many times that they end up causing deep internal bruising that eventually gets infected,
and it keeps the
and it
vein
necrotizes.
From being,
it's bad. That shit kills people, man.
All right, so Placencia allegedly went to Irvin to purchase more ketamine from Chavez. He then met Perry to inject him again and sold more vials of the drug to Iwamasa. Over the following days, according to the indictment, Placencia worked with Chavez and Iwamasa to keep providing the drug to Perry. Placencia met Perry and Iwamasa in a public parking lot in Long Beach on October 10th, 2023, where the doctor injected the actor with ketamine inside a car.
The fuck?
Just carrying.
2 days later, on October 12th, Placencia allegedly visited Perry's home to sell Iwamasa ketamine that the prosecutor said was paid for with $21,500 in cash. That same day, prosecutors said Perry froze up and his blood pressure spiked when Placencia injected him again before leaving more vials of the drug in the actor's home.
Yeah, just leave that shit on the floor. Who cares? We'll pick it up later.
Another order was placed by Placencia on October 24th for 10 vials of ketamine to provide to Perry. Less than a week before Placencia made the order, he told the patient at his clinic that Perry was, quote, too far gone and spiraling in his addiction, the indictment says. Prosecutors said Placencia texted Iwamasa again on October 27th, the day before Perry was found dead, and said, I know you mentioned taking a break. I've been stocking up on the meanwhile, Placencia allegedly wrote to Iwamasa. I'm not sure when you guys are planning to resume, but in case it's when I'm out of town this weekend, I have left supplies with a nurse of mine.
Look how they're talking about this dude like he was a fucking warehouse they stash boxes in.
Fucking disgusting.
They completely dehumanize him. He's a farm, and they're collecting produce of him.
It's horrible,
They're
man.
just trying to milk him.
Well, they milked enough. The cow is dead.
Messages.
Delete all our messages.
Angel?
In the weeks before Perry's death, Iwamasa was also in communication with Fleming, who prosecutors say helped broker ketamine deals with Sanka or the encrypted messaging app Signal.
Ow.
According to the indictment, Sanka offered to provide Fleming with a sample for Perry to try, saying that the drug in October 11, 2023 messaged that it is unmarked, boy, it's amazing. Oh, wow, I just fucking feeling this man experimental shit now.
Oh, my God.
He take one and try it, and I have more if he likes. This is what illegal drug dealers tell you.
Oh,
First hit, baby. First hit.
First hit.
If you like it, I got some more for you.
Oh my God.
Fleming allegedly sent a screenshot of the message to Iwamasa, telling him that Isanda only deals with high-end and celebrities. If it were not great stuff, she'd lose her business.
2 days later, on October 13th, Fleming allegedly drove to Sanga's North Hollywood's close stash house to pick up a sample vial of ketamine and then drove to Perry's home to deliver it to Iwamasa. Later that day, Iwamasa and Fleming communicated again with Perry's assistant, telling the broker that he would purchase, quote, 25 vials, $5,500 at $220 for $500 for you for logistics. Fleming picked up the ketamine and sold it to Iwamasa the next day. Iwamasa continued to buy dozens of vials from Fleming in the days that followed, prosecutors said, allegedly spending thousands of dollars on drugs from Sanga's supply. According to the indictment, Sanga included ketamine lollipops as an add-on for the large order.
Fucking seriously? Lollipops?
You're telling me that are you telling me that this person is so big in the drug dealing community they have pre-order bonuses?
Oh my.
Order 20 vials and we throw some ketamine lollipops in there for the kids.
Oh my fucking
God.
Prosecutors said Fleming distributed the ketamine that killed Perry. According to the indictment, Iwamasa allegedly injected the actor with drugs from Sanga's supply using a syringe he obtained from Placencia. When the news of the actor's death broke, Sanga allegedly wrote to Fleming over Signal instructing him to delete our messages.
Well, I guess they didn't delete fast enough because they got those fuckers right on the red one. The criminal charges. Iwamasa confessed to injecting the actor repeatedly, giving him multiple injections on the day he died, according to federal... So yeah, you confessed to murder. Nice job. Chavez, the San Diego doctor, admitted in his plea agreement that he sold the drug to Placencia. Prosecutors said that they included some of the substance he diverted from his former ketamine clinic. Prosecutors say Chavez also made false presentations to a wholesale distributor of the drug so he could then transfer more of the Placencia. So that's both medical fraud and malpractice, so just in case.
In the plea agreement, Chavez also confessed to procuring more ketamine illegally by submitting a fraudulent prescription using the name of a former patient without getting the patient's consent and without their knowledge. The criminal charges detailed in the indictment include...
Before you go,
Nope.
I think I know why the doctor got off easy.
Oh?
Because he snitched.
Placencia. No, Placencia is the doctor.
Oh, really? I thought he was the one that confessed everything else.
No.
Oh, no, Iwamasa confessed.
Oh, never mind then.
Iwamasa was the
that maybe-
assistant.
I was thinking the doctor got off easy because he gave information that they could use to find more people that got involved in this shit. But no, never mind. He's just a piece of shit.
All right. So the criminal charges detailed in the indictment include Sanga has been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine, 1 count of maintaining a drug-involved premises, 1 count of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, 1 count of possession with intent to distribute ketamine, and 5 counts of distribution of ketamine.
Placencia has been charged with 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine, 7 counts of distribution of ketamine, and 2 counts of altering and falsifying documents or records related to the federal investigation.
Fleming pleaded guilty on August 8 to 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine and 1 count of distribution of ketamine resulting in death.
Iwamasa pleaded guilty on August 7th to 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine causing death.
Chavez agreed to a plea deal with prosecutors in which he pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine. And in 2023, this part we know. This is a retrace of what happened with Matthew Perry's passing here.
So, yeah, this is bad. This is awful. This is absolutely scummy. This is criminal. It is inhumane, and I hope these fuckers get thrown to jail.
No, they're gonna go under the jail, especially
I hope they go under the jail for their life.
We're gonna bury them alive and build a jail on top of their bodies.
The thing is that Placencia and Sanga, the doctor and the ketamine queen, those are the ones actually facing trial.
Good.
Everyone else confessed. Everyone else pleaded guilty, or the one pusher went ahead and took a plea deal in order to give more information and to get a lighter sentence.
Snitch and save.
So yeah, no, it's bullshit that the doctor Placencia motherfucker, that he's still out there and he's still being allowed to practice medicine. Yeah, but
He
he's got
should not be able to do
Make
that.
him famous.
but
Let
he's
the
got
world know.
until October 8th when his actual trial begins. So he has a month and a half to try and make whatever money he possibly can and hope to God that he has the rest of his affairs in order. Because I'm pretty sure the judge isn't just going to throw the book at him. He's going to fucking kamehameha him with the fucking book.
He's gonna walk into
I
the
hope
court and
no one goes to that clinic.
the judge is just Randy.
No, he's going to drop the gavel on him so hard, he's going to flatten him out for everybody to step
It's
on.
just Randy and slowly picking up speed.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
RKO from
By
out
the
of
way,
nowhere.
Randy Orton is a fucking nerd. The dude has 300 hours on Elden Ring.
Hey, but anyways, getting back to it. I hope the judge fucking flattens him out so thin that everyone will be able to step on this asshole.
Let me take a look. Let's take a look in the chat over here for now. Let's see. Emily
I will not
Parkinson.
be satisfied until there are.
Michael Jackson's doctor got locked up. Why isn't this slime ball? Good question. Like I said, maybe his doctor was better at it. I understand my family feeling. Doctor cares if I have money. Doctors don't care. Glitch is better than Dr. Pepper, by the way.
That is a challenge.
That's a challenge.
Well,
but
what
I'll
if
take it.
Glitch comes up with a Dr. Pepper flavor then?
Ooh, that'd be kind of
That's a possibility, but let's
That's
continue.
interesting, like a soda pop flavored one. Yeah. Now I understand why people hate needles. Santos definitely.
Mr. Quake swore so badly we had to censor 4 messages in a row.
No,
Bro,
yeah.
can you even swear
Law
in
is
that
al-
language, bro? That
Law
that
is
right.
always siding with where they earn more. Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Unfortunately, yes. And
American
we see it
medical
here.
is about money.
This isn't even medical. This is just straight up a drug operation. Like,
RKO
you gotta
still.
understand, Hollywood has a fucking drug problem. Like a severe drug problem that nobody addresses because everybody's too rich to give a fuck in there. And we got dealers like this ketamine queen. She is one of possibly many, many people whose entire job in Hollywood is to, how do I procure as many drugs as possible so I can distribute it to the richest dumbasses I can imagine.
And make money.
And make as much money as I can. And this was a person trying to recover from that shit. He genuinely had an issue and he was trying to address it. And the very people he went to get cured betrayed him. This isn't just a betrayal of principle of the Hippocratic Oath. This is a betrayal of your principle as a human being. You take a job specifically to help people, and you're essentially pulling out a gun and shooting everybody that walks into your office in the food. How many have they done this to already?
That's a very good
That's
question.
a very good
That is a
question.
You gotta understand, this is the one victim we found so far.
Yeah,
Who's
no.
to say that what's his face, Dr. Placencia, hasn't done this with others?
With a name like
We don't know. Try
ketamine
and do.
queen, that means you have a reputation. A reputation not just for delivering the product, but for being reliable.
A reputation that no doubt will come to light as they continue to investigate Dr. Placencia.
And what's her face? What's her name? Sangha, the ketamine queen. Sangha of the fuck her.
Sang out the thing.
No, not even.
No, don't-
Part of the
don't-
plea agreement, Vijos Santos
Sangha.
will likely be a promise to testify to the facts of the case, or the deal is lost. Going to be an interesting one to follow. Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah!
we gotta keep an eye on this one because we want to keep an eye on this one to see what happens later because justice has been made, but it's a shame it had to get to this point to begin with. So now all that awaits is to hope that for once the arm of the law is long indeed and hammers these fuckers into the ground like a stake.
Yes.
Okay, speaking of trying to deal with the law, and how well it's might apply to us all.
Oh,
Time for
dear
something
God.
a little bit more lightish.
Mr. Quake was saying I wasn't cursing. I just had a lot of trauma dealing with doctors.
I
And now
understand.
people hate. Yeah, I know. Seriously,
Yeah.
we're like
Two
the
jobs
police are supposed.
where you were supposed to do the right thing, and here you go.
And here we
Exactly.
have assholes doing the wrong things. The
Ironically,
cops
for the-
murdering people out on the streets because they're trigger-happy lunatics. Doctors abusing their fucking
they
patients
can't
one way or
de-escalate the
another.
situation.
Doctors who literally just brushed your symptoms aside, saying, especially for women, saying, "Oh no, you just need to lose weight. Oh no,
you're just
showing an
hysterical.
accident. Oh, you're just lying. It's not that
it's all in
bad."
your head, though.
The
Yes.
worst part is, see,
Yeah.
with the policemen, they already had a spotty reputation because their job involves violence and dealing with violent people
You
and
need to
criminals.
de-escalate the
You're supposed to
situation.
De-escalation
de-escalate
and such,
first.
but there's a lot of shit happening with policemen that they already have a gray law in there. Doctors, you're explicitly supposed to trust the doctor. You know what I mean? Like when when a police approaches me, my result is, oh fuck, now what? When a doctor approaches me, my first thought is, I wonder how this person is going to help me. That's what he's supposed to think. I'm not supposed to be thinking, I wonder how this person is going to try to kill me to make more money.
Speaking of, oh fuck, now what? Let's talk about Disney.
Oh boy, Disney!
Disney World!
Disney
Oh,
World!
Wait, are you saying that you're going to take us to Disney?
Disney World!
Whoa!
Disney World!
It's not that type of news, kids.
Disney World!
Does that mean I can finally see Stitch?
No,
This is me. We're gonna go to the
Are we
Avengers
going to
Call
Disney
Power
World?
no, but it's
Hey.
time to give Stitches in a legal battle.
I will bring you my squishmallow.
Listen,
I
we
never
will
got to
give you
meet
everything
Stitch.
you want. All we need you to do is to sign on the dotted line that gives away your autonomy, your human rights, and your belief that you're a person.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. Just take a quick
No, wait, what the hell?
I
No,
just
I
need a
need
bit
to
of blood.
investigate
Come on, bro.
this.
You got
Can I take
diabetes.
a
You get that
screenshot,
shit.
please?
Give me some blood.
don't you
Hey
take my
man,
blood?
listen, I've seen Ghost Rider. I'm not trusting someone with a shadow of a demon silhouette.
You know what? You have the same blood. You got the same DNA. Give me some of that blood.
No, he doesn't! God dang it. All right.
So, first, good news. You get a free trip to Disney World. Bad
Hey!
news. I'm going to need that kidney real quick. Just
Oh god.
I'm going to need that. Just,
Hey, you're not using it.
All
I
right.
got some people in the doctor called the kidney queen. She might help in the black market.
Jesus.
So, in this article provided by CNN Politics, the headline reads Disney's not alone in saying your clicks means you can't sue.
When I
Say
read this
what?
article the first time, I thought it was the Onion trying to play a prank on me.
And this comes to us by Tierney Sneed.
So you thought it was like satire?
I could have Saturday morning villains do less than this. You're gonna be flabbergasted.
All right, let's get into this. So every day, consumers may be unknowingly signing away their rights to sue companies such as online retail platforms, gig economy apps, and streaming services, even if the claims have no relation to the service a person signed up for. In a current lawsuit, Walt Disney World is arguing that the contract a widower entered when signing up for the Disney Plus streaming service several years ago means that a wrongful death lawsuit he's brought against Disney and a restaurant not owned by Disney on the grounds of the expensive Florida resort cannot go forward in court.
Imagine if you get killed at Disney World for negligence and you're not allowed to sue the company because you had Disney Plus.
Oh my!
That's ridiculous.
Think about that.
That's
for a
the most
second.
ridiculous argument I can
That's
imagine.
ridiculous. Guys, does that mean that, people really should be reading all
The fine print?
of the fine print?
It doesn't matter. They will make the fine print as confusing as possible, so you will miss the detail, and they know you're going to sign it anyway.
Because we want us to watch our streaming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say watch something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All
I
right.
don't watch.
Disney?
I sail.
Oh my lord!
Yar, yar,
Disney joins other companies such as Airbnb and Walmart that
Of
are
course
using
fucking
increasingly-
Airbnb's there.
that are using increasingly aggressive strategies and attempts to steer lawsuits they face from consumers into arbitration, a private legal process viewed as disadvantaging plaintiffs. Customers more and more must agree to contracts with sweeping arbitration clauses to use their services, but the consequences can be larger than they can expect.
Didn't you go to Walmart like a couple of days ago?
I go to Walmart all the time.
Do you
Are
buy
they
stuff
even
from Walmart?
allowed to do that?
If
That's
you get
fucking-
stabbed in the Walmart parking lot, we can't do anything for you. Sorry.
That's
If it wasn't for necessity, we would be shopping somewhere else.
seriously.
Well, it's a good thing that necessarily I get to have your child.
No, you don't.
This is Walmart. We're taking your children.
The average Joe in society doesn't know what arbitration is, let alone understand the content of what they're signing, said Creighton University law professor and arbitration expert Hossein Fazilatfar. There we go. The issue of so-called infinite arbitration clauses
Infinite.
will be likely need to be addressed by the Supreme Court, felt Lazar and other arbitration law experts told CNN, as the High Court's previous arbitration-related precedents have turbocharged the use of such contracts.
Of course, anything to save their asses. Listen, the house cannot lose. The house of mouse must stand. We cannot have this fucking peasants telling me what to
You
do.
can't tell me what to do. I own everything. I
But
own your
sir,
childhood.
they literally died
Shut
under
the
your
fuck up. I own your childhood.
If they die, they deserve it.
If they die, it's because they're stupid.
Skill issue.
Oh my god. All right, so continuing with the article here, Juancho, in the Disney case, a widower has sued the amusement park company on behalf of his dead wife
Oh, damn,
after
sorry to
she
hear that.
suffered a fatal allergic reaction, allegedly from a meal she ate at a park restaurant in 2023. Disney has asked the court to move the dispute to arbitration, meaning the case would not go before a jury or otherwise continue in court. To make the argument, Disney is pointing to a subscriber agreement the widower allegedly entered when signing up for Disney Plus that included an arbitration clause as well as the terms and condition in the online platform he used to buy Epcot tickets for his family for the 2023 trip.
I need you guys to take a brief moment. Go ahead, K-Storm.
There's something that doesn't say.
What?
She had the allergic reaction after she was assured by the waiter and I would assume the cooks that the allergen was not in it.
So, thank you
They
for that context.
point blank lied. She died, and that's why he's suing, because she was lied to and ended up dying from it.
Thank you for the context, K-Storm.
clarification.
Thank you.
Now, I
That's
want
important
you
information.
folks listening to this right now to take a brief moment to contemplate the sheer level of fucking evil that this is. The restaurant assures your loved one that the food that makes the allergies is not there. They feed you the poison and you fucking die. Your loved one seeks legal and righteous compensation for the fact that somebody died on their watch and authority in their facility, and they're basically telling you, I am sorry you got run over by this truck. But unfortunately, we cannot give you any money because that truck is a Nissan and you drive a Nissan. Think about that for a second. The most completely off the wall, borderline disconnected service connection here. Dude! This house collapsed and fell on your children and died. Boy, it's a good thing that you actually bought this brand of drill to make that carpentry work with, because now you can't sue the house.
So technically, couldn't they also sue the server and the chef as
That's
well?
all part of it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
the chef had the Disney brand on his ass, so he's also part of Disney. We can't do anything with it.
The
That's-
chef in the
isn't that
restaurant.
the worst nightmare.
It
That
really
if
is.
you have an allergy and you tell someone you are trusting them not to kill you,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
Anyway, die. Just like, bro. Oh, hey man, listen. I cannot eat shellfish. Are you sure I can eat this shellfish? Just drops a bucket of lobster in front of you and go, yeah, bro, it's fine. Just eat it. It's all good.
It's all good. Trust me, bro.
Oh my
Trust me. Well, it
god.
turns out it wasn't good at all.
No, it wasn't good.
So now an innocent person has died due to negligence and food poisoning and bad malpractice. And the people responsible for, in charge of it, are telling you
Sorry, bro.
bold-facedly, I'm sorry that your loved one has died. Sucks to be you, hit the bricks. You should have known better than to, like, fucking order online with a fast food app or something.
And for using Disney Plus.
The fact that they're trying to use Disney, goddamn.
Really?
Plus,
Using a streaming service to level...
Why?
It's so fucking ridiculous.
because it's in the contract, bruh.
Check it. It's right here. The widowers... Actually, hang on. The tickets were never used because a woman died 2 days before the planned Epcot visit. The widower legal
Are you
findings say.
shitting me?
The widower's lawyers called Disney's arguments preposterous in the court filing that said, under the rationale, the company was, quote, explicitly seeking to bar its 150 million Disney Plus subscribers from ever prosecuting a wrongful death case against it in front of a jury, even if the case facts have nothing to do with Disney.
What?
Do you enjoy Moon Knight?
What's up?
Do you like Moon Knight?
Of
Yes.
course we like Moon Knight.
Fuck
Knight
you,
was awesome.
kills your wife.
Ah!
Just that's it.
They noted
That's it.
that the
It's
widower...
okay, bro. It was a canon event.
Oh my god, fuck you. They noted that the widower believes he only signed up for a month-long free streaming trial, as it appears he canceled the subscription before he was ever charged. Neither the widower's lawyers nor the Disney attorneys responded to CNN's request for comment on this story.
It's unclear how courts will view the dispute, but legal experts say it's not unheard of for companies to utilize the tactic Disney is employing, arguing that arbitration clauses can reach any affiliate under a company's corporate umbrella and cover any allegation, even if it's unrelated to the transaction that prompted the arbitration agreement.
This is a hot issue with arbitration law. It shouldn't be. The response should be, no, fuck you. Said Stephen Ware, the arbitration law expert at the University of Kansas School of Law. A string of pro-arbitration rulings in 2010 at the U.S. Supreme Court have propelled the push forward a more muscular understanding of when arbitration clauses can and cannot be enforced. 20 years ago, you would have never even seen this type of motion to compel to arbitration, said David Horton, a University of California Davis School Law professional who has written law reviews articles examining the dynamic. Lower courts have disagreed on whether to read such arbitration clauses as broadly as companies like Disney are arguing. The Supreme Court has not directly addressed the practice, but a circuit split on the issue as it was raising in the telemarketing lawsuits directed against DirecTV, makes it more likely that the justices will want to take up the issue. Because, you know why? Because it could happen to them too.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you give the corpus too much power.
If you give them too much free
They start getting their
reins.
grubby little fingers on laws and start changing shit to make sure that they are protected from anything. And you know why I know this ain't gonna work?
Why?
Because the Supreme Court is staffed by people and people like Disney. And they'll be like, wait a second, no, fuck that.
Well, they're also staffed by assholes. So, let's see. Arbitration does have some benefits for both sides by making resolutions of disputes more cost efficient and less time consuming than a lawsuit that goes before a court or jury. But arbitration also is seen, according to Horton, as favoring big companies who are, quote, repeat players in the arbitration space because they know how to work the process to their advantage. Yeah. And, thanks to a 2019 Supreme Court ruling handed down by the conservative majority, arbitration clauses foreclose class action claims unless the contract explicitly says such claims are allowed. That makes it harder for plaintiffs to find lawyers who will represent them, since individual claims are usually too small to make them lucrative enough for any attorney to want to take on.
All right, so similar arguments made by Airbnb, DirecTV, and Walmart. All right, so courts have taken different views on whether to accept the type of aggressive claims of arbitration clause enforcement that Disney is making. But companies with increasing frequency are writing remarkably expensive arbitration language in contracts put forward to consumers and then using that language to argue that it covers all kinds of legal disputes, according to Horton, the UC Davis professor.
For instance, when faced with lawsuits stemming from episodes at their rentals, Airbnb has pointed to the arbitration language of the terms of service users agreed to sign up for an account at the service. In a wrongful death lawsuit brought against Airbnb by the estate of a man who was killed at one of its rentals, the company pointed to the arbitration clause in the agreement that the man had entered when signing up for an Airbnb account, even though the deceased man had not rented the property where his death had occurred.
So you don't even have to actually use their services. The fact that you signed the dotted line is enough for them to go, well, we're not responsible for what happens to you. Bye.
Apparently. Let's see here. The Nevada Supreme Court ruling in favor of Airbnb cited a unanimous 2018 ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court that said courts cannot decide whether an arbitration clause covers a dispute if the contract language says an arbiter must also resolve any such question. In another case, Walmart successfully used an arbitration clause to push back on a civil rights lawsuit it faced. A black family had sued Walmart after one of its employees falsely and without evidence accused the family of shoplifting, creating an embarrassing scene in front of the family's neighbors and classmates. But because months prior, one member of the family had signed a contract containing an arbitration clause in order to drive for a Walmart's grocery delivery service, a federal judge rules that the civil rights lawsuit could not move forward in her court and must go to arbitration instead. Her ruling cited the precedent from the 2019 Supreme Court class action case known as Lamps Plus Inc. v. Varela.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
All
telling
right.
you, man. The second you give them an inch, the corpos take a mile.
100 miles.
There's look at this. They're straight up twisting the law to protect the company from any consequence of their actions. And you know for a fact that if this goes through and gets power and push, other companies will start to use it, especially the ones that kill people non-stop.
Oh,
you
you
know
mean
how many
like-
people get injured in construction?
You mean like a ripple effect for other companies to like?
Of course.
Yeah.
If Disney can do it, why can't we not? I mean, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna stop us? No one. That's why it has to be stopped.
because-
And that's the thing. I'm sorry, but just because you have money and everything, you are not above the law.
Oh no, that's the problem.
But see, here's
they
the
don't
thing,
have
we are the
money.
law.
They have a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Disney's basically a nation unto itself. People
Oh, I know.
underestimate how powerful
But there
that thing
needs
is.
to be consequences.
Normally
And
there
it's
would be.
ridiculous.
There is a consequences.
Consequences
It's shut up
happen
and
to
bend
poor
over.
people. Now go die for me, slave.
The consequences is shut up and bend over, bitch. I'm going and
I'm
dry.
gonna buy Genshin Impact.
I'm going
Oh
to
my
take the shit back
God.
and make it go up your ass.
You guys.
For real though, like we're making jokes to inject some levity on the matter, but this is
We
a
need to.
genuinely grave event. We have a large corpo. Hell, we have the large corpo basically saying, I don't care what happens to you in these parks. I don't care if you get robbed, killed, murdered, stabbed, poisoned, drowned, assassinated by Aladdin swinging a scimitar.
Drawn and quartered.
Drawn and quartered, whatever happens to you doesn't matter because you sign a contract and somewhere in this 50-page agreement it says that we are completely free of all legalities and
Oh
they
no!
know.
This is, Angel. This is not even it. The whole thing isn't that they're like losing. They're trying to get away from liability. What they're doing is the arbitration clause. Like but we're not. You can't take this to court yet. We need to have an arbitration over here where we have a private arbiter to go over our dispute, a private arbiter that we pay for, a private arbiter that knows our case, that works with our interests, and will know how to give you the absolute bare minimum that we can legally get away with.
Yep.
And if you don't like it, you can go kick rocks. And we're going to have a lot of actual leeway in saying, oh, no, you have to take this.
Yeah.
Because you can't take it to anything higher in court. And that's what arbitration is.
But
That's
hey-
what it's not, oh, we're not responsible. That's a liability
Oh no,
thingy.
it's worse. It's will take responsibility.
No, it's we will handle any sort of dispute you
Yeah.
have between us. It's like, hey, Jose, let's imagine, I don't know, what's up, K-Storm?
We have investigated ourselves and we have done nothing wrong.
Pretty much.
Thank you, K-Storm.
We have only done
my God.
this much wrong.
No, it's worse. It's more like, oh hey, you like I just pulled your underwear out from you and I wedgied you. What would you say if we were kids? You would say, I'm telling mom, right?
Yeah.
But we made a pinky promise over here. Since I'm older than you, I have to settle our problem first.
That's not fair.
Tough titties, you made a pinky promise.
But it's okay
That's
because at
basically-
least you have Disney Plus.
All right. Well, before we continue, let's turn to the chat here. Joseph Santos saying here, I doubt the language of this agreement was made to be understood this way. I
Yeah.
see this failing.
It's meant to be purposely confusing and convoluted. So because the average person will be like that, you're gonna go like, I ain't got 3 weeks to read this crap.
Now, confusing language would void the waiver. There may be a problem with the agreement if the lawyers intended to make this complicated or vague. Personally, I hope this guy and Karana bankrupt Mickey.
God,
Let's
I
see.
wish.
Also, Ben Cruz in the chat. Hey up, Ben Cruz. Welcome, buddy. We appreciate you here. Also noted that the restaurant is not owned by Disney because it's in Disney Springs and not inside the Disney
But
park.
Disney Springs is owned by Disney.
Disney.
But
so-
yeah, they loaned the land for the restaurant to be there. That means that Disney has that place in its area. It is under their responsibility. There
And
may not be a pair of mouse ears on that menu, but goddamn it, that's a Disney restaurant.
And like Matthew Coburn and Disney are and fucking Matthew Coburn and Ben Cruz are also having the same agreement here. Like, yes, the restaurant rents on their property, but it's not a Disney restaurant. So technically, you should not sue Disney, but the restaurant itself. It also happened like 30 minutes to an hour after they left the restaurant.
Well, that's
For all
also-
anyone knows, she had something after the restaurant. It's kind of complicated because the restaurant is in Disney Springs and in Disney property, so don't know how you go about it. Alex VA, side note, as a VA in training, hearing your impressions made my day.
Oh, thanks, Brad.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
But
Your
see,
voice is now
some,
property of
some
Disney, Hutch.
allergies,
Give it to me.
they can take a while to start presenting.
Sadly, yes.
So,
But
Depending.
in this case, though, it was not
Well,
took a
in
while.
that
Like,
case,
she
they
inflated and died.
yeah, but she can actually, like, if there is an autopsy, they can look in the stomach and see if you ate anything else.
Yeah. Imagine if
So-
they tell you that because of the contract, because she didn't die within 15 minutes, somehow it's not bad.
No, that's not how that works,
They
Angel.
will try it. They will fucking try it. You know they will. They are pricks.
No, it's just like saying, yeah, you got hit by a car, but you know what? You died like 2 days after
Yeah.
in the hospital.
When
so,
the internal
yeah.
bleeding finally got up to you, was beyond the legals of this contract.
Now, folks, there's a comment here from Joseph Santos saying, to my understanding, waivers do not protect against gross negligence. There is if there is a zero evidence someone wanted to avoid this harm to someone else, the waiver isn't valid. Is this gross negligence?
Yes.
Sounds like it is to me.
Yes, because they lied.
The restaurant here, the chef, the waiter, the people handling the food, they're the ones who either willingly or unwillingly gave the woman the food that had the allergen in
Bet
it.
you
you
wonder why
anything.
the-
They thought that she was lying about the allergy. Because you know how some people.
Why would anybody lie about
No.
allergies?
It's like this. It's like this. Some people, they can only have diet soda
Yeah,
because
okay.
something in normal soda can mess with them.
Like sugar.
Exactly.
Hello, diabetic over
However,
here. I'm sick of
some
diabetic.
people are like, oh no, they're just lying. So I'm actually going to give them actual Coke
Oops,
instead of
someone
Diet
died.
Coke. Exactly.
And then they have
Because
a
they
reaction.
believed that someone else was just lying about the
I don't
allergy.
understand why wouldn't you want to play it safe when the death of another person could be. Listen,
Because
if
they
somebody
don't
tells
care.
me I'm allergic to peanut butter, I am not gonna make them a PB&J sandwich. Like, this is not even a matter of making or losing money. This is the fact of, if I do this wrong, this person could die.
If
It's
anyone
that
says they
simple.
have allergies, even if you think they're lying, you don't give them the
Yeah.
allergy. Ever.
Besides, it's
You
not
don't
like
want to
no.
tempt fate.
it's
Exactly.
not like, okay, we didn't knew she had this allergy until she ate this food this one time. It's
Yeah,
like,
if you don't know
she
that you have an allergy-
specifically told
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
I cannot eat this thing or I will die choking on my own spit. And the dude listened to that and went, fuck it, have some
Meh.
shellfish.
Okay, look, we all seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
We know the scene in the restaurant where what's-his-face goes into the thing.
Pierce
and,
Brosnan.
And spikes Pierce Brosnan's jambalaya with cayenne pepper. He's like, oh, he's allergic. Oh, well, I'll just get him a little bit of allergy on there. Get him, this will be a laugh, haha. But then realizing, oh shit, he's having an allergic reaction and choking on the piece of shrimp.
Whoops.
Oh shit, I killed the bastard.
Yeah.
And then it's up to him to Heimlich him, and then he outed himself.
Okay, but had you considered that it was really, really funny?
That was
He's got a
actually
point
the
there.
problem, and you know what? If Robin Williams had the character's lawyers like, well, he's the one who administered the Heimlich that saved his life. Yeah, but he's also the one who fucking tried to kill him in the first place.
Coincidentally, I think that is why at the end of the movie, ultimately, his character doesn't get custody of the kids.
Oh no,
He gets to see them at least.
and it's more like shared custody between
Yeah.
him and the.
He doesn't
and
get
their
a
mom.
clean victory because ultimately he was an unsympathetic comedy protagonist.
But also at the same time, it is a happy ending because, like, okay, we're taking the lawyers, we're taking the divorce, all that stuff out of it. We'll settle this with ourselves, and we'll settle this as a family.
Civilization.
And we'll settle this as a family. I may not love you, you may not love me anymore.
But we love our
the
children.
Well, we love our children, and we want what's best for them. Let's give them what they
Do
want.
it for the kids.
Do it for the kids.
Man, I miss Roland.
Just like Wu-Tang.
I do
Like
too.
Wu-Tang.
We all miss
He was
Robin
wonderful.
Williams. He's our hero.
He is.
I wanted
But
him to be my dad.
Unfortunately, Disney is right now nobody's hero.
Hell no.
Remember when we used
Hell
to be
no,
happy
man.
to see Disney logos?
Yeah?
I miss those days too.
Yeah.
Also, guys, I don't know if this is gonna sound crazy, but ever since they acquisition Marvel, it happens that Mickey Mouse might not. Okay, officially he is the face of Disney, but he's no longer the mascot that Disney uses for everything. You know what I'm saying? You know who the mascot is now, right?
Spider-Man!
No.
Who?
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Oh God!
Robert Downey Jr. is carrying the reputation of that company.
We're gonna make him do this shit until he's 90.
Until you are 90.
Jesus! All right, let's continue on. I don't
can
think
take
there's
you
no more from the
there.
article, right?
There's more from the article itself, so if you guys want to continue reading it, feel free to do so. And let me take a look over here. Get Disney dry from its money. It happens to me when I tell people I'm allergic to mangoes.
I'm allergic to mangoes? Sorry to hear
That's
that,
so
man.
fucked. I am so sorry.
Not exactly my favorite fruit, but damn,
Mango's
it
one of
sucks.
my favorites, and guava
Wait,
too.
so have people tried to feed you mangoes?
Yeah, no, seriously, that would be fucked up if they try like,
Oh, I hope not.
it's nothing. Like, no, asshole.
No!
The way people keep putting lettuce on sandwiches for me when I tell them I have a sensitivity to lettuce.
Yeah.
See, exactly.
Yes.
Assholes.
All
You
right.
know there's people out there that have water allergy?
That's impossible.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Like, they genuinely have trouble taking showers because their skin gets incredibly irritated by the excess of H2.
Tears burn them.
It's pretty rough.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that has to be a genetic mutation.
All right.
Holy crap.
And returning to the subject of people getting in trouble, getting
People being
sued,
sued.
people being
course.
sued.
Let's talk about the Olympics.
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
dude,
dun,
the
dun.
Olympics are really, really fun to watch.
I know. It was the greatest comedy of all time.
I mean,
And I believe it was what last week that we brought this
personally,
up. Yeah.
personally, my favorite thing to watch in there was, of course,
It was hilarious.
Ah!
Also, Noah Lyles, the track runner and Exodia nerd, he had
Yes.
Exodia piece cards in his freaking
Shit, that's not fair.
in his leotard.
That's cheating. Take his Exodia cards from him.
And
he has an unfair advantage.
And like, and apparently him and other countries or whatever, I showed you guys.
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
he's
funny.
celebrated by throwing a kamehameha.
Yes.
And
See, that was a problem because every 50 steps he got a piece. So
Nerd!
by the time he ran 200 steps, he became
and
invincible.
let's not forget the disappointment of breakdancing.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
If you want to call it
That
that.
is never.
By the way-
No,
Rachel
the others
Dunn,
were
the Reagan.
good. That was just
She
interpretive dance.
By the
single-handedly
way-
killed that.
That was interpretive dance, guys. I'm
Don't
sorry.
quote me on this. but
and the
apparently
interpretation is I suck at dancing.
There's a rumor that this individual had connections.
Oh yeah, no,
Allow
no, her
to get
husband.
in.
Her husband was the qualifier
Oh,
for
so
people.
he shouldn't have been there in the first place then.
It's not
Okay.
a rumor. It's fact.
All
Oh,
right.
so it's been confirmed.
All right.
There's
yeah.
a whole
Also-
issue with
okay,
that. There's a whole
and
issue
I'm also
with that.
remembering something else. What's your face? If I'm not mistaken, was this just the? Oh yeah, no, they got the gold. Yeah, okay. And women's rugby, the women's rugby team.
What happened
The
in
New
women's rugby?
Zealand women's rugby team won the gold.
Congrats.
And you want to know how they celebrated?
What?
Like there were the others who got the silver and bronze on there were like and congratulating. The ones who won over here, the New Zealand ones, they actually performed a haka dance.
Oh,
That is fucking brutal. And
God.
they all stopped and they all like cleared the stage so that they could actually do the dance.
That's
And it was
cool.
fucking
The
awesome.
haka dance.
the
I
way-
like it.
Sweet.
That
Oh
was
my God.
amazing.
some dumbass on Twitter because apparently one of the racers was doing the domain expansion sign.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd. Somebody goes, "This is why Jujutsu Kaisen is better than Bleach." You don't see nobody screaming "Ban Kai" at the Olympics, and somebody replied, "Bro, do you want them to just start pulling out swords in the middle?"
Like it'd be funny in fencing. It'd be funny if you did it like bunk.
All right. All of it
going
is.
to the 50-foot race and pulling out a fucking Zweihander.
All right, guys. All this talk of the Summer Olympics, that's fun and all, but let's be real. The real talk is, of course, involving one Olympic boxing competitor, Imani Khalif.
Who was wonderful, by the way.
The Algerian woman boxer who everyone and their mother on Twitter and on TV were saying that, oh, she's a man. She's too muscular.
You
She's
see
a
that
man.
flexing her shorts? That's a dick.
Yeah, last week.
You got penis.
He's like, why are you trying to stare at the creases of a woman's crotch? What the
Bro,
fuck
come
is wrong
on.
with you?
They're supposed to be boxing. Look at their faces getting punched.
And
Yeah.
and everyone and their mother was saying like, oh, she was proven that she's a man, like because she's got testosterone. Like, motherfucker, she's got a freaking genetic condition where she produces more testosterone than the average female, and so she naturally looks a little bit more masculine.
It's
And
not her fault she was born a mutant.
she was born this way.
Reminds me of back when Serena Williams started playing tennis and started beating
remember
people,
that.
and they accused her of being a man because she was better than white people.
That's a good point. How did people brush that under the rug?
It's called Serena
just-
Williams. Shut them all the fuck up.
Kind of stopped after she won. Like,
But also, you know,
victory washes away all disgrace, kind of thing.
Almost.
it's not like, you know, she is the first person to have this happen. There are so many other people who look more masculine, but you know what? They're women.
And they're
Yeah.
always accused of being a man.
And last week when we talked about this, Logan Paul dared to open his mouth on social media and
He
tried
doesn't
to.
know when to shut it.
Yeah, and he dared to open his mouth, got himself into a lot of trouble, and he doubled down on his beliefs.
Like an imbecile.
Yeah.
Say like, oh well, I guess I was spreading misinformation, but I still don't think a woman should be fighting with a man. Like,
Oh no, that was 2 weeks ago when we talked
Well, I
about
mean,
it.
I agree. A woman shouldn't be fighting a man, but it's a good thing that there were 2 women in the ring then.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it looks like Logan Paul, of course, is not the only idiot on social
Of
media
course he
that's
isn't.
going off on his
Oh,
mouth.
y'all already know this story if you've been keeping up, so buckle up,
Wait.
buckaroos.
So, have you guys noticed that a certain someone has been very, very quiet on Twitter lately?
I know he's been very peaceful after all the times that he hasn't.
Everyone's favorite transphobe, J.K. Rowling, who's the world authority on who should be a man and who should be a woman. Like in this article from Newsweek that we managed to pull up for you guys.
The headline reads,
yesterday.
J.K. Rowling falls silent as she could be prosecuted in Imani Khalif's lawsuit.
Oh, boy.
This
Wow.
was published on August 16th. Let's see here. Author J.K. Rowling has...
Ryan Smith here.
Yep. Author J.K. Rowling has fallen
Why is the
silent.
page Sandatsu in itself?
I don't know.
Bullseye!
All right, guys. Author J.K. Rowling has fallen silent on her usually busy Twitter feed after Olympic gold medalist boxer Imani Khalif filed a legal complaint in France for alleged cyber harassment over statements regarding her gender.
On August 9, lawyers of Khalif filed a lawsuit with the special unit of the Public Prosecution Office in Paris, stemming from false statements that Preno lied about her gender after the Algerian boxer defeated Italy's Angela Carini in her first fight of the 2024 Olympic Games, where the other boxer fumbled spectacularly and got smashed in the face 46 seconds in and died. We're burying her corpse 2 weeks from now.
She's not really
The
dead.
fight sparked questions about Kila's gender. Last year, the boxer was blocked from competing in the International Boxing Association after failing an unspecified sex verification. How is it unspecified? Just pull her pants down. It's that easy.
Jesus
The
Christ, dude. Have some dignity.
Just get a woman to look. It's not that
Seriously.
hard.
Well,
The International Olympic Committee has cast doubt on the validity of the test, which also disqualified the Taiwanese boxer Ling Yu-ting from competing on the 2023 World Championship. I'm guessing this boxer is also a biological woman.
Khalif claimed gold in the women's welterweight Olympic division on August 9th, winning Algeria's first medal in the women's boxing.
yay!
Lin won gold in the women's flyweight division the following day.
Good for Lin.
Yay! Good
Yay!
for-
Taiwan is a country and they got a gold medal. Fuck you.
Yes, they are.
All right, let's see
continue
here.
to scroll down, please. There we
Okay.
go.
All right. So there's 2 women. Okay. Let's see. Harry Potter author Rowling, who has faced backlash over her comments about transgender people for a number of years, was among those who was slammed.
Yu-ting, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Looks like she also has extra testosterone on her.
yeah, just a little maybe. Yeah. No. Okay.
Hey man, not every
Woman.
woman looks that
Yeah,
feminine.
but that's
Woman.
still a woman. That's still a woman. I can see
right.
the boobas from there.
Continue on,
Let's see
Juan,
here.
please.
Was among those who slammed Khalif's inclusion in the Olympics incorrectly, referring to the boxer as a man. Watch this quote whole thread, then explain why you're okay with a man beating a woman in public for your entertainment.
Well, that's the thing, Mr.
This
Mrs.
isn't-
Rowling. We are not.
This isn't sport. From the bullying, cheat, and red all the way up to the organizers who allowed this to happen. This is men reveling in power over women.
But it isn't.
It wasn't.
Like, that's the whole deal. Like, listen, trust me, there were worse things that happened in the Olympics, like the fact that they let a convicted pedophile actually compete for more than.
Right.
How come nobody's talking about that, huh?
Exactly.
Why isn't
But
this guy dead?
because he man. He white
He
man.
was a straight white man.
That's why.
Ridiculous. Like, that is a genuine crime that you don't let
And
anybody
he
over
has a
for.
lot of money too.
The fact that they genuinely bothered to even address the issue with Khalifa when this douchebag was over here. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead, Joe.
In another post, Rowling directed criticism at a video clip showing Christy Burrows, head of the Safe Sport unit at the IOC, speaking about how the organization was offering, quote, the most comprehensive package of mental health and safeguarding initiatives ever at a sporting event. And this is a quote directly from J.K. Rowling.
A young female boxer has just had everything she worked for and trained for snatched away because you allowed a male to get in the ring with her.
Appeal to emotion.
You're a disgrace. Your safeguarding is a joke, and Paris 24 will be forever tarnished by the brutal injustice done to Carini.
Okay, that's
$10
cool.
says that J.K. Rowling has a gambling problem and lost because Angela Carini
She
threw
lost
the fight.
£5. It's too much.
I mean, people do gamble on the Olympics. weirdly
Yeah, they
enough.
do.
I'm literally bullshitting, but like,
God, listen to this. This is the kind of shit somebody would make as a shit post.
Rowling also
Could any picture sum up our new men's rights movement any better? The smirk of a male who knows he's protected by a misogyny sporting establishment, enjoying the distress of a woman he just punched in the head. It's boxing. People get punched in the head.
People get punched in the
And
head.
whose
from
lives
boxing.
and ambitions
Also-
she just shattered.
Also,
Yo, the
who's-
ambitions.
Who's the other person? Kalini?
Angela Carini.
Yeah,
Then Karini
she's
went,
Italian.
hey guys,
she's a
sorry I
cop.
reacted.
She was a cop.
So,
So,
so fuck the
technically, she
police.
shouldn't have just went down.
You know what
like
the best
that?
part is,
Oh,
though?
No, she
You know what
didn't
the-
go down.
you know what
she took a punch in the face
And
because
folded.
she took one punch in the face because she dropped her hand in the block, like,
Yeah.
Kind of an amateur
and
mistake.
then backed away and went straight to the ref. Like, no.
Wow. Even
took
the other
one
cops
punch in
were
the-
like, wow, bitch made.
She took one punch in the face.
And
it was
down.
one, and then she like, no.
You know, the fact that we had a
She threw the
clear
fight.
and caught case
Yeah,
that
no,
at least
she definitely
one
threw the fight in that
competitor
case.
got into these Olympics on nothing but connections should tell you that there's an actual problem they need to address. This was not the problem. This became a smoke screen to hide the actual problems happening in the Olympics.
Fuck the
By the way,
police.
remember that poor swimmer that got sick because he swam in the Paris River?
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, Paris, you gotta clean your shit.
All right.
That's
So,
I know that's the
They
thing. They
shouldn't have-
can't.
shouldn't have,
No,
swam
they
without her.
literally can't clean it. They've tried.
I will.
give me a
Okay,
second over
burn the
here.
whole city down. We're done.
all right.
Frollo had a point.
City-
No.
Okay, let's see here.
All right.
All right. Blah,
Like,
blah, blah.
All right, so Rowling has been silent on Twitter since August 7th when she shared a post from researcher Maya Forstarter, who was fired from her job after making anti-trans statements. Days later, on August 13th, Variety reported that Rowling, former President Donald Trump, and billionaire Twitter owner Elon Musk were mentioned in Khalif's lawsuit for having made or shared comments regarding her gender.
The harassment lawsuit alleges, quote, aggravated cyberbullying harassment against Khalif, according to a statement from the boxer's lawyer, Nabil Boudi, who was quoted by the Associated Press. Variety reported that the complaint was filed against Twitter, which means under French law that it was filed against unknown persons. Investigators at the Paris prosecution's office will determine who could be at fault in Khalif's complaint.
To be perfectly honest, I doubt anything is gonna come out of this, but I'm just happy to see rich asshole number 3,500 shut up for 5 minutes. It's
All
just-
right, yeah, no.
I
As
know,
far
it's-
as far as we know, Elon Musk, of course, has not commented on it. No, he did not say "go fuck yourself."
No,
this time.
he's a space
Technically,
baby.
this would be considered defamation, wouldn't it?
no, because I don't think
not
so.
really.
No,
But
because
yeah, harassment and
it is
harassment,
close to
okay.
harassment, and it's just kind of a dick move to make.
But can you imagine being a woman and then everyone saying, "No, you're a man"?
Yeah,
Like,
sucks.
When did that happen?
It's like
Looking
I'm
down
sorry.
at your
It's like,
coochie.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm
Unfortunately,
a
I
woman here.
did so that's happened before back in Cuba, but that was when I was a child. There was this girl. Her name was Amaya. Nice girl, bit of a tomboy, got into fights all the time. She had a very masculine appearance. I'm not saying she was ugly. You could tell she was a girl at a glance, but her face wasn't quite as effeminate as you expected. And she got some shit for that, which ironically ended up in her getting into fights. She was the toughest girl in the entire neighborhood.
Fuck yeah.
There was this one time, I remember him. His name was Junior. He was also a friend of mine in high school. He was kind of a douche when he was younger. He got better when he was older. He got into a fight with her specifically because he kept insulting her face. And I knew Amaya. We weren't exactly friends. We were more like acquaintances. But I told her, don't get into a fight with her. She knows how to fight. Stop getting into fights with her. And she broke his nose.
Damn.
And I'm
Well, I mean, if someone's gonna keep getting in your
Like,
face,
You know,
like
a little
that,
foresight would
she
have helped.
basically told him, okay, if you want to start shit with me, if I look like a man, let's fight man to man. And he says, all right, let's do it. And before he even puts up his guard, she lets loose the fastest straight punch I ever seen. And he goes down screaming. And I'm like,
So
Good.
he got the Amani Khalif treatment.
Yeah.
One punch in the face and he folded.
I remember that moment clearly because I was the only other person there in the neighborhood. I'm like, I'm going to call your parents, but I'm not going to run. I'm just going to walk. Because I'm
just
like,
gonna walk off.
listen, dude, why are you starting shit with her? She's like a head taller than you, and I can see the muscles in her arms.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm going to talk to your mom right now. I'll see you in a minute. The parents had a long discussion about it. Nothing legal went down. It was just basically
Kids in a fight.
kids being stupid, but
Kids,
you
stop being
literally
idiots.
started it. Why? Like, bro.
Why did you antagonize?
The funniest part was that the last 3 weeks when people kept making fun of him for getting beat up by a girl. Because nobody knew who the girl was, so I conveniently didn't mention that the girl was like this. She was like the Joe to me.
Oh, she was taller.
She's,
oh,
bro,
God
she
damn.
was an athlete.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay, so she was a brick house.
Yeah!
She's mighty.
She's letting it all hang
Oh,
out.
All right.
she's a brick.
All right.
How?
Gentlemen, let's not bring
Lady
us to...
stacked.
okay,
That's a fact.
Jokes
Ain't
aside,
holding nothing
point in
back.
case is, once again, I love how many times I have to say this sentence in this show. All you had to do was not do this. That's it.
I don't think the article mentions this either, but since we mentioned Logan Paul, the reason why we mentioned his ass is because him and his brother Jake are also named in
Oh
the
wait, go
lawsuit.
back up. I
Honestly,
see
yeah.
certain orange Cheeto in there.
Where is that?
Right there, right there, right there, right there.
All right.
Okay.
Her lawyers argued that Booba's... Hang
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Her lawyers argued that Booba's posts encouraged a quote, mob of social media users to send her insulting and hateful messages. The case concluded with the 28 defendants receiving jail terms ranging in length from 4 to 18 months. Some of the sentences were suspended.
Yeah, if you're sending death threats, come on, dude. That's different than insults. You shouldn't go to jail for insults, but a death threat, that's a slightly different story. Come on, bro.
Now, Khalif spoke about how the erroneous statements regarding her gender during the Olympics had affected her, saying that, quote, there was a lot of noise from politicians, athletes, stars, artists, Elon Musk, and Donald Trump, and that hurt me a lot. I cannot describe how scared I was.
Wouldn't you also be scared of
Yes.
if so many people were sending you death threats?
Oh yeah.
I actually saw the fucking video of Donald Trump in a freaking campaign rally where he was making this argument about this and trying to make it about his opponent Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic nominee.
Laughing Kamala.
No, I'll actually spell this out. He's actually went and said, oh, and there's a terrible disgrace that happened in the Olympics. There was, in the women's boxing, it was the worst disgrace. And apparently they allowed this man in women's boxing, and he's transgender, and he went from a man, and he transitioned into a boxer. And it's a disgrace, and he became a boxer, and he won a gold medal. And that's what Kamala Harris wants for everyone. He wants everyone to become a man and because that's still a disgrace. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If he wasn't running for president, I might actually like this dumbass.
Okay, number one. What the fuck does?
Transition into a boxer.
How the fuck do you transition, Angel? I think we figured it out. All you need to do is transition into a gamer. Let's go ahead and get you into a... Listen, we'll go ahead and we'll get you set up with a doctor, and they'll turn your hands into Wiimotes.
No, Ben.
Joy-Cons.
They'll just graft the controller to my hands.
Exactly.
So I will never be away from the game. Wait, those...
And they'll replace your eyeballs with Stream Deck screens.
Perfect. I have OBS running on my mind. 24/7.
Exactly.
No, with Oculus. With Oculus.
With Oculus.
There you go.
No, Oculus barely does anything
Just
on there.
don't graft me a PS5 controller. That shit still ain't got no game.
And the drift on that goes really bad. It's like $70. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
though.
I can attest to
Like,
that.
This
that
is how
fucking
that's
nonsense.
And what's even more nonsense, like if you can ignore,
I know, that's why he's unmuted.
and if you can ignore the stupidity of that for just a little bit longer and take his line through to conclusion, what the fuck does the President of the United States of America have to do with an Algerian athlete? Which, by the way, if anyone has forgotten, Algeria, it has zero tolerance for any LGBTQ rights.
They don't
You
even
are
allow
not
people
allowed
to
to be
serve
out
there.
and gay.
No, they don't.
You are not allowed to be to be transgender. You are not allowed to have any gay rights over there in Algeria.
Yeah.
So what the fuck would a presumptively President Kamala Harris do? Like, to go to Algeria and say, like, guess what? All of you women
Gay
are now men.
Yeah, like...
What the fuck?
What the
also,
hell?
consider the following. Assume,
For the sake of argument.
for the sake of argument, that this boxer really was biologically a male. If this was... There's already a test proving that she is biologically female, by the way.
Yeah.
If it was found out that they were biologically male, not only would this destroy their reputation, because you basically lied, not only would this destroy their country's reputation, we would kick them out of the Olympics possibly forever, it would also completely destroy the reputation of many, many, many other boxers. There is so much to lose and so little to gain here that, guys, let's just train one woman and send her to box. It's that.
Well,
it's that
not
simple.
only that, but you really think that Algeria would ever allow
No.
her back if she was
That would be a
transgender?
disgrace to their laws and
Absolutely
customs. They
not.
wouldn't do that.
Like, she-
it's pointless.
Also, why the hell is the Orange Cheeto even commenting on this when it has nothing to do
because
with
he's-
his campaign?
Because he
Well,
was
because
trying...
otherwise he would have to talk
He's
about
trying
what
to
he
find
wants
something
do
to
for us.
he's trying to find something to pin his opponent with.
Yes.
Exactly.
Same
Like,
thing.
he's,
That's
Yeah,
exactly
except
it.
you know there's no correlation.
there
It
isn't
doesn't matter.
one, but
He
he's
was
stupid,
trying to-
and
he
the
was
people...
trying to
appeal to
link
people's basic
point A to point B.
Yeah.
In
Actually,
comparison.
He's
not
trying to
even
do the
point
Disney
B.
to them.
It's point A to point Q.
Yeah.
You mean
All right.
No,
actually
like
not even Z.
LGBTQ.
Like with no freaking
there was
way
no
around
straight line. He was trying to connect so many.
From B to Q, from boxer to queer. That's good.
it. Like
So-
like from point M to point B.
The
From
point
male
is-
to
Yeah,
boxer.
go on.
The
Angel?
point is, this is a politician that instead of talking about the things that they could do for the country, are talking about how much they're going to shit on their competition.
Well, and
So
that's-
this is pretty much the
That's,
exact same
that's
thing
the
I
reason why I
expected
really
to hear.
hate politics, because I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be slinging mud at each other.
Yeah.
You know what you should be doing? Telling how you're going to help us. Why would I vote for you if
I
you're not
have,
going
yet
to help me?
I have yet
Just-
to see any of the candidates tell me why I should give a shit about what they want.
Actually,
exactly.
It's sad.
I'm
Actually, a
sorry,
funny
but
thing-
there really should be a law stating that. It's like,
Yeah.
if you keep throwing mud
There
at
used to be.
people, you
God,
need
we
to
gotta bring it
tell,
back.
you need to say what you're going to do.
All right, we need to. Yeah, go on, Juancho.
We'll bring it on home. Actually, there was one thing that I noticed that was mentioned over there.
Congratulations on the gold medal, by the way, Miss Boxer Lady.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
You
Imani
deserve
Khalif,
it.
congratulations on the gold. You earned it. Since you said like what can they do for others? In a rally that she held in Las Vegas, Kamala Harris actually said like, "Hey, we're also going to help with like for any folks who are service or entertainment workers, which by the way, Las Vegas has the biggest
Of course, it's
industry
Las
for that.
Vegas.
And if you are tipped workers, we're going to make it. We're going to help pass legislation so that your tipped wages are non-taxable.
That'd be nice.
Really?
That would be
That was-
awesome.
That was something that she
would
actually
help a
brought
lot of
up.
people.
That'd be nice.
That would really
But-
help a lot of
What?
people.
But politicians, I'll believe it when I see it.
I know.
All right, but
Like,
for right
you
now-
get what I'm saying. Like
I
you were
get it.
asking that. There's an example.
All right,
Fine.
right now, let's go ahead and let's stay focused right here on
With
the
Imani Khalif.
With
Let
Imani
us
Khalif.
transition
Is there
back
any
to
more
the
on this
Olympics.
article, Dan? We need to
Let me
come-
see here. Yeah, there's more from her statement. This affected me. I'm not lying to you. It affected me a lot. She went on. It hurt a lot. I can't describe the fear I had, but thank God I was able to overcome it. Thank God all the people of Algeria and the Arab world knew Imani Khalif with her femininity, her courage, her will.
It's nice to see a woman being proud of being a woman.
Exactly. She added, "This is a big shame for my family, for the honor of my family, for the honor of Algeria, for the women of Algeria, and especially the Arab world. The whole world knows that I'm a Muslim girl."
I mean, dude, can you imagine being a Muslim and trying to be a transgender?
Like, you know,
Bro,
like
bro.
there's so many.
Listen, Muslim
Oh.
countries have certain views on the LGBTQ, and they involve less acceptance and more shallow graves.
Unfortunately, and
Like-
that's depressing as fuck.
It's sad, it's cruel, it's unfair, and it's a reason why our civilizations cannot seem to communicate clearly with each other. But there is a reason it's a bad idea to like try to express your freedoms in those countries.
And
right?
it's an even worse idea to try to conflate the shit.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
Like, can
that
you
big
imagine what they would do to you in the Muslim government if they knew that you are a man that transitioned into a woman just to go to the Olympics?
they'd eat you alive.
They would eat you
They-
alive.
the things they would do to you would become the tales of horror to be whispered in the dark.
It would be horrifying to say the least. I won't
It's
like
kind
it
of
there.
sad that we have to use that as an argument for why this person is
I know
not
it is.
female,
That
but
is fucking sad.
it's pretty depressing. But all the same, the point is, this was a really fucking stupid thing to complain about.
I know.
Very much so. My good. Like, come on, man.
Come on, woman.
I know.
Rowling
What's up?
keeps her mouth- Hopefully, Rowling keeps her mouth shut from
At least for the
no,
next few
she's
weeks
not.
or so, until
No.
she can find something else to
No,
complain
she'll
about.
come back and she'll start spouting more stuff.
Yeah, spouting
Honestly,
more
for now, we
bullshit.
can just enjoy the peace that the millionaire lady can go back to being a
How
millionaire
long
lady.
are
But
we
let's-
gonna
Away.
enjoy
But
the
let's be
peace?
honest. But let's be honest. The reason why J.K. Rowling is opening her mouth to begin with is because she wants to continue to trend. She wants to keep
She
trending
wants to be relevant.
to continue to be relevant.
Yeah, the obsession with attention some millionaires and billionaires have is honestly kind of disgusting.
Because if you're not writing
Just
any more
billionaires
books
and
or
billionaires. A lot of people
because
wanna
if
say
you're not
more
writing
about
any
it.
more books and entertainment companies are not making movies out of it
Oh, no.
anymore, then what are you doing?
Be rich. Go away.
Go away.
Go
You-
to an island.
You,
enjoy
you
your
literally
remaining
own a
years.
castle.
Literally, you can retire
She's
and
the
literally
richest
just
woman in Scotland.
relax.
She's one of the richest women in the world. Just listen,
Is
dude.
she not happy about that?
A bunch of people on the internet, their opinions don't matter. Just go back to your castle and your family. Your kids are worried about you. Just get out. Go somewhere else. Have a coffee with cream or something.
Would it be hypocritical for me to point out that J.K. Rowling has been trying to continue writing books, particularly murder mystery books, under the pen name of Robert Galbraith?
Ha.
So an argument can be said that J.K. Rowling is identifying as a male
It's
write
terrible.
these books.
She transitioned from a female writer to a male writer.
No, she transitioned from a woman to a writer.
That would make her a really big hypocrite.
That is a hypocritical thing. Like, motherfucker. Like,
Just-
am I horrible for pointing that out?
No.
It's like that picture of that guy with a really fucked up backpack, and the caption says, "Just let it go, bro."
No,
It's
in
over."
fact, it's good that you pointed out because I don't think a lot of people know that.
Yeah, that's because
I
nobody
do.
bought her other books because they're shit.
Yeah, like Harry Potter was a lightning in a very big bottle, and she honestly has no need to write anything else for the rest of her life. But some people just need the spotlight like a thirsty person needs water, and, well, here we are. Reputation destroyed.
Let me take...
Still rich, but nobody likes you.
Let's
Right.
take a look at the chat and continue. Matthew Coburn. Some women do have Adam's apples, and over a month ago, an actress even setting people straight about her having was one.
Emily
Emily
Rudd.
Rudd.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on, do you need the ladies to walk around with an x-ray of their vaginas just to prove to you they're biological women?
Right, seriously.
Goddamn,
D. Joseph
bro.
Santos. This wouldn't be defamation under U.S. law, and a lot of what people call harassment is rightfully protected under the First Amendment. This would never happen out there.
True, but it's nice
Jeannie
to shut
Rick.
it up for 5 minutes.
Yep, Jeannie Rick. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Welcome.
Hello!
D.
What's
Joseph Santos transitioned into a boxer.
I'm telling
Transition
you,
into a back.
if he
seat.
wasn't
No,
running
Trump
for
has
president,
never
He
made
has
sense.
never made
No, he
I'm,
has never
I'm
made
telling
sense.
you, if he wasn't running for president, this man could be an amazing comedian. I might actually like him.
Well, maybe like we could point and laugh at how ridiculous he is,
Yes.
but I don't know about liking anymore.
Yeah.
You've actually
Speaking
brought-
of things you're not going to like anymore,
oh no.
Oh boy.
What?
ladies and gentlemen, I know that normally after this we talk about video games. However, we do cover the topics of media. Media is important. Television is important. Movies are important. Books are important.
Okay.
Unless you're a corpo, in which case the only thing that matters is money. Let's talk about something that has been going on for a while that has resulted in nothing but misery and despair to everybody but a select few. No, I'm not talking about the elections. I'm talking about mergers.
Oh,
Yes, corporate
Yeah.
mergers.
is it that we're so many mergers as of late?
Because we have to be... Listen, there is a point where you just cannot make any more money. If the line cannot go up,
Line?
I have an idea.
Line?
I think
No.
it might
Line?
be
I have an amazing
their fault.
idea.
Line.
Yes,
line.
What?
but
Line?
listen,
Yes?
our line is here.
Yeah, line up.
Their line is here.
Okay.
What if I take their shit to make their line go here?
Oh, their line go down or go up?
Our line will never go down if everybody else's goes down first.
Yes, all hail the line.
We will be the
Right.
iceberg that
One,
flies
you
you
up.
every Titanic.
All
So
hail
what
the
you were
line.
saying
All right.
Line
is,
goes
Hold on,
up.
hold on, hold on.
All hail the
Here's the
line.
thing: is
Line
your
goes
line gonna
up.
go up, or is
Nope,
it gonna
they
stay
agreed to sell.
stagnant?
I swear,
Line.
one, you are the seagulls from Finding
Line.
Nemo when
Yes,
it comes
you
to
are.
that.
Line.
Line.
So, no lines time.
Oh.
It's time to make somebody else's line go down.
Finding
Let's talk about Paramount Studios and what other way they managed to piss everybody else today. According to Broadband TV News Independent, written by in August 17. This happened a while ago, actually.
No, August
by
17th is
Robert
today.
Oh shit, that happened
No,
today.
that's today.
That's today, buddy. That's
Oh,
today's
God,
date.
my
Are
sense
you
of
living
time.
in the future?
I'm sorry, the acquisition took away my sense of time.
Oh my god.
But go on, Angel. Go on, dude.
So then, please show me the article. I forgot where I put it.
Hang on.
Paramount
Juan's
is
got-
going to shut down its own television studios.
What?
Yeah, fuck it. It's gone. Paramount Global is about to close Paramount Television Studios, according to Bloomberg and Variety, based on an internal memo from the company. The decision is part of a host of reorganization measures by the company to cut costs.
Of course.
Translation,
It is-
we have to make sure the CEOs keep getting paid in golden yachts and little Filipino boys.
And everyone else, they
Yeah,
can
what
survive
about-
off of pennies.
It is a challenging time for the entire entertainment industry, and unfortunately, our studio is not immune to these developments, wrote TV studio director
We
Nicole
are not
Clements to
immune to
employees.
firing your ass.
All projects currently being created or developed by Paramount Television Studios will be moved to the CBS Studios unit. Paramount Television is currently working on projects such as Cross for Prime Video and the series Before and Murderbot for Apple TV.
Not anymore,
Well,
you ain't.
Yeah, well, at least they're being redirected to CBS Studios,
Some
and some are.
Some. That basically means we're taking the only thing that makes money. Everything else can go die. In recent years, the studio produces series such as 13 Reasons Why, The Haunting of Hill House, Jack Ryan, and... Oh, man, I fucking love Reacher. Reacher was so good.
Not anymore!
Reacher is basically what if Doom Guy goes to a sleepy Southern American town to solve mysteries.
Cool.
The main character literally looks like Doom Guy. His actor is this massive slab of muscle and a square head and a heart of gold. I'm not kidding. That's the actual plot of the
Hold on,
TV show.
hold on. I recognize that description. Reacher.
Yeah, it's that big, huge, massive dude.
Television series played by.
Yeah, look at that fucker.
Oh God, damn!
Look at that mountain of a man.
Look at this guy.
Look at this
Okay,
Cadillac of
Alan
human.
Richson. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
The dude is the closest we could get to an actual Doom live action actor.
Oh, it's Jack Reacher. Okay, no
Yeah,
wonder.
It's that guy. So
Jesus
anyways,
Christ.
it is not the only. Smells like sugar. It is not the only major measure Paramount Global is taking. The company earlier announced that it was saying goodbye to a total of about 2,000 employees, about 15% of all the jobs in the company. These spots will be cut in 3 rounds of layoffs. The reorganization is linked to the merger with Skydance Media.
Which also has a large television studio.
Translation: we're gonna use your TV studio. We don't need to pay for hours anymore.
Like, bye.
The same Skydance Media that gave us the freaking Star Trek rebooted movies.
Well, that's Skydance Studios.
Oh,
and,
Skydance
yeah.
Studios, yeah.
I don't know why people complain so much about it. That scene with the Beastie Boys was kind of cool.
Wait, which one?
Because
The
they
one
did
with the Beastie Boys.
Angel,
Which
in
one?
Which movie? The first or the
The
third?
second one
Uh,
with Black Superman.
Angel, that's in the
That's
third.
the third, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
The one with Black Superman.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Star Trek Beyond.
Black Superman.
Yes, I know, because he was also in Hobbs and Shaw.
Black Superman.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
keep going.
Oh, that's it.
All right,
That's
so-
it. What? Keep going with what?
All right,
That's all it was. The corpos are owning your childhood, Angel, Jose.
Chat.
Huh? No, chat just saying reach arounds. Oh, God.
No, look at the chat.
Reach arounds, Batman.
Let's see. JK looks like a Robert at this point. Age wasn't kinder. Isn't she 40? Christ. Trump doesn't write his own jokes, by the way. Anyone else see where Melania went? She's still digging tunnels to get away from this guy.
Oh,
There's a whole nother story
I
about
mean,
Melania.
there were doubles.
They literally just doxed the doctor in the Matthew case on the news. Crazy. And wow, they mean this. Yeah, good. Fuck that guy. Mind you, I do not condone doxing, but
We do not condone doxing.
but
Doxing is
this
bad.
person's
okay?
information
It really
is
is.
available thanks to public and criminal records. So
And considering
it's
he's a
not
doctor.
really
So
a
it's
dox.
a warning of, hey, this is a person you need to be warned.
but
You know
still,
what?
this is
it's
like,
that
But
scene of
not
Iron Man 2 where he grabs the
doxing.
leader of the Afghanistan terrorist faction and throws him at the villagers and go, do whatever you want with it.
that's first Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
the
all
best
yours.
Iron Man movie.
No, he said he's all yours.
All yours.
But that being
She's
said,
59,
it is
Jesus.
sad. It is sad that Paramount Television Studios is closing down, and we can remember so many shows that Paramount Television Studios has produced over the years. Yeah,
yeah.
like throw a name of a show that was produced by
Okay,
Paramount.
basically anything produced by Paramount. Let's see. How about the Star Trek television shows?
You mean
Next
the
Gen,
what? Yeah.
DS9, fucking Voyager, Enterprise. They were all produced by the fucking Paramount
What's the one with
Studios.
Cisco?
DS9 is
Deep
Cisco.
Space Nine.
I love the fact that DS9 is the one that doesn't actually have that much exploration compared to the others.
It's more drama and it's more conflict
It's
with.
more like this little backwater shithole planet has just become the most important spot in this fucking galaxy.
Hell-
Get in there and fix everything.
My favorite TV sitcom, Frasier.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow,
I know.
Frasier.
God Almighty, I know.
Oh God, we are old.
God World, and so is he because he came out with a reboot on the series, continuing, and it's still good.
I gotta say,
It's
I
good.
didn't thought I would like it
I
as
need to
much as
finish
I
the
did.
first season, but yeah.
I know, right?
It was way better than I expected.
Matthew Coburn saw
How
video
do
of
I
Kid
connect
Rock
with
playing
my-
and looking at her face. She was not into it. Oh,
I have
Melania.
a horrible thought.
Paramount failed.
Wait, hang on. What's
I
your
just
horrible
realized the Frasier reboot is the serious, edgy, greedy version of the Goofy movie.
thought?
I just want to connect with you, Max.
Oh, and Max is a firefighter now, apparently.
Yeah, he went to college to be a firefighter.
Oh my God! Thank you for that correlation.
First Goofy movie, I want to be close to you, son. I wish you let me into your life. Second Goofy movie, step the fuck back, son. Your dad's about to start yucking up this place.
And I'm about to dab on your school's librarian.
Literally skates too hard. Bitch, too bad. They're gonna kill him.
I'll fucking do it again.
You can do it again, Max.
Beavis told me to do it! No.
Anyways,
Let's see here.
Paramount failed because they didn't push Beavis and Butthead harder.
That was another one that was good. This the sequel to Beavis and
Yeah,
Butthead.
no,
I heard
seriously.
It was pretty decent.
And yeah, Enterprise is my favorite, says Matthew Coburn. Well, it has been a long road getting from there to here.
Don't even.
It's been a long time.
No!
But my time is finally near.
I'm sorry, that movie has been appropriated by Enterprise. It's taken away with Paramount.
No,
now.
Enterprise. No, that was the music.
I'm
that
sorry,
they have for Star
Enterprise
Trek.
is now property of Paramount Studios. We're
It's
selling
been
it.
property of Paramount
We're
Studios.
selling that shit.
No, you're not.
All right, gentlemen, let's move on.
Yeah, we've got
Please,
more stories.
Jesus.
We've got
Unfortunately,
Angel's got
yes.
something.
As usual, merger's bad. Bad shit.
Corpos are stupid.
Corpos are dicks.
What else is new? I'm trying to get the rest of the articles to load, but the computer's being an asshole to
It's
me.
okay. It appears
Which
the
one-
computer has been acquisitioned
Which
by
one?
Paramount.
Which one do you want to get to? This one
This
or
one first, and then the last one.
Okay, fine. Here we go.
So, speaking of companies making mad decisions and
we
wasting huge amounts of money, because we had a lot of that stuff,
Oh yeah, Dragonfang, go.
let's talk about a company that cannot seem to stop sleeping on its own crap. Epic Games.
Ah, yes.
Epic who?
The Epic Store.
No, Epic who?
You know,
Aren't they the guys who
the
did
thing
Fortnite?
that does the thing.
What?
Aren't they the guys from Fortnite?
I've never played Fortnite. So.
Fortnite.
It's the
What
guy
else
from
have they
Fortnite.
done?
So Epic, or rather, hang on, scroll down. I want to see the logo real quick.
Actually, yeah.
Thank you. Epic Games, the company itself, has lost a staggering amount of money in a fight with Apple and Google.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
no!
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this here.
Go for it, Angel. Tell us more.
Oh boy. Okay, scroll down, please.
All right, so
Epic Games has currently spent hundreds of millions of dollars on its legal battles with Apple and Google, a senior company official has revealed. However, the total cost of Epic's fight against contemporary App Store policies was ostensibly even higher. Epic sued Apple and Google in August of 2020
I remember that.
over what it claimed was a monopolistic control of the respective mobile app stores. The two lawsuits sought to challenge the App Store duopoly and pave the way for an alternate payment method and app distribution avenues. The litigation against Apple failed on 9 out of its 10 accounts, while the one against Google was more successful, with the jury ruling in favor of Epic on all 11 accounts.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Like, okay, so let's see. Basically, you weren't around here for it, but basically, back in 2020, they sued Apple and Google because they wanted to be able to sell. It was Fortnite, wasn't it? Or
Yes.
Yes.
to be able to sell
It was
Fortnite
Fortnite.
on the App Store without having to pay.
So it was like 100, like in the 100 millions.
Not yet. They
No,
basically.
no, it said right there 9
Oh yeah, no.
digits.
This whole thing has allowed that amount. Yeah,
They spent that much.
because with Fortnite they can just make it back. You underestimate how popular Fortnite is.
Oh no, I know it's really popular. I just never played it.
Also,
It's the guy from
some of their
Fortnite.
intro arts is like they got some genuinely good artists to do like the loading screen arts, and the result is some of the hardest shit you ever seen 5 minutes before you jump out of a bus.
Isn't it fucking beautiful?
It's great. You should see the Darth Vader one. It's beautiful.
Let's check the rest of the story here. Epic sent a 9-digit sum on legal battles against Apple and Google. 9 digits.
Jeez Louise,
That's
man.
hundreds of millions.
9999999.
Angel, please continue.
But all of that came at a steep price, with Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney revealing that the company has spent hundreds of millions on pursuing the two lawsuits. The estimate was given during a recent video conference call that the company's top brass held with the reporters in the run-up to the August 16 launch of the Epic Games Store mobile marketplace.
Those are yours, one.
Oh boy.
Ay, Dios mío.
For the record, the Epic Store is still that one shitty store that didn't have quality of life improvements until like several years. They didn't even have a cart. So, for more, ask about the total cost of the App Store litigation on the game file Stefan Stolio. Sweeney remarked that how Apple hit Epic with a legal bill mounting to about $74 million. $74 million.
For these guys
Jesus.
to sue your iPhone.
I want to take a brief moment to do a small, quick calculation, if I may. Thank you, K-Storm. We appreciate the update.
Thank you, honey.
Okay, give me 1 second to do a small calculation.
Live research.
Just a little calculation here right now. Calculation time. Where's the calculator? I know I have one here.
You sure you don't need to download it in the
should
App
be
Store?
on your
Wow, I actually
home
don't have a
screen.
calculator installed on my phone. That's amazing.
How? It's already downloaded
Do you want me to
on
do
your
it?
phone.
I may have deleted it. Anyway,
How do you delete
Why
your
would you delete your calculator?
Hang on,
I
guys.
forget things. Anyway, do me a favor. Divide 74 million by 100.
74 million divided by 100. No problem. All right.
Angel, I'm gonna strangle
740,000. Isn't it?
740,000.
Okay,
I
good.
did that in my head.
Now divide that by 365.
All right, divided by 365, and you get. Oh wow.
You get how much?
$2,027.40.
If you spend $100 a day, every single day, it would take you 2,000 days to spend $74 million.
Oh my god.
That is so.
Think about that
awful.
for a second. It would take you years to spend that much money, even if you wasted $100 every single day.
Ah.
So anyway, let's continue. Just to give you a brief synthesis of the astronomical amounts of money that they're just throwing around for this kind of shit. Legal fees aren't just part of the overall equation, with Sweeney noting that there is also a matter of lost revenue resulting from Fortnite being banned from the Apple App Store for many years. Specifically, the executive estimated that Epic possibly lost out about $1 billion in revenue due to his Battle Royale game being kept off the iOS App Store for over the last 4 years. Apple was not fucking around for this.
No, they were not.
Be that as it may, Sweeney said that he believes the best is yet to come for Epic, especially now that Fortnite has returned to the iOS App Store.
At least in the European
At
Union.
least in Europe. It's still unclear when the game might once again become available in the phone and iPad users on the US of A. Despite successfully defending itself against Epic's lawsuit on 9 out of 10 accounts, Apple was still found guilty of anti-competitive practices in regards to how it was preventing developers from steering users towards alternative in-app payment methods that don't require the App Store. The company was consequently hit with an injunction ordering it to allow developers to add links to third-party payments options in their apps. Dissatisfied with that turn of events, Apple wanted to take the Epic Games case to the Supreme Court. But the top judicial authority of the country refused to hear the case in January, basically going, No!
No! What the
No!
fuck is wrong with you?
Listen, my kid won't shut the fuck up about the fact that he can pay Fortnite on the phone. Just leave it there and shut your mouth.
Oh my
The
god.
lesson to learn here is just pay the fucking taxes, man.
Just pay the taxes. Jesus,
Like,
man.
Just pay your own bill,
Please, just
assholes.
pay your damn tax. Look how much money you waste on this. Even now, Fortnite is doing better than ever. Like,
It's not fair, though. We should be on the App Store, and the fact that they're making us pay this exorbitant, split between our company and Apple. That's not fair. That's anti-competitive.
That's disrespectful.
That's monopolistic, and how dare they?
yeah, there we are.
You want to sell on their marketplace?
You gotta rent
You go
their
by
space.
their rules.
Listen, if you go to the food market to sell your produce, you gotta rent a kiosk.
Yeah.
You gotta put your license out there and tell everybody, hey man, I pay for this. This is my space. You come by here.
Exactly.
You don't just get to just plant your produce cart for free. The Guild of Merchants doesn't like that shit. They'll break your knees for that.
That's why you don't see many people with ice cream trucks anymore.
Wait, really?
No, I'm just fucking around with that.
Okay. Don't do that to me.
Don't say that, man. I don't want to live in that sad time.
Neither do I.
The
I want a
excuses-
Mr. Softy in Tampa. Damn you.
Yeah, bring that shit back.
All right.
You have not lived until you've had Mr. Softy soft serve ice
Dude, they were so good.
They're so
They're
wonderful.
really good.
Their coconut one kicked my ass all the way to Georgia.
Okay, no, the soft serve ice cream that they have, you can actually get a full on Sunday split. They have a double cone on there. You can they've got a cherry candy dip and a chocolate candy dip.
Right now,
I love those.
The closest you can find to those places is the actual cone stores, but those are stationary. It's not the same.
It's not
All
the
right.
same.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get to the final article before we
because
peace out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about democracy.
Dun, dun,
Super Earth
dun, dun,
is in
dun,
danger.
dun, dun,
And
dun,
we
dun,
need
dun,
you.
dun,
We have the weapons.
dun, dun,
We
dun,
have the
dun,
resources.
dun, dun,
We need
dun,
soldiers.
dun, dun, dun,
We need you to
dun,
grab your gun,
dun,
put on your cape, and become the champion Super Earth needs. We need you to become a Hell Diver.
Hey!
Anyway, we've been betrayed, so we're betraying the Hell Divers.
Oh,
What?
we're being betrayed.
I'm over here trying to give you Wagner. What the fuck did you
The top brass fuck with us, so we ain't gonna fuck with them.
What?
So, as you know, this is a live service game. Not in the sense that you have to pay continuously for it, but in the fact that it's getting continuous updates to rebalance and balance. In the most recent patches, there has been a lot of grumbling from the fan base because a lot of the good shit is getting nerfed to the ground, making a lot of fights, levels, and missions increasingly more difficult. Not because the enemies are tougher, but because the top brass is not spending enough money and our weapons are turning to shit. What is R&D doing?
Damn.
Would you like a Metal Gear?
The Metal Gears don't work.
Would you like a working Metal Gear?
Yes, please. No, seriously, they
Let us
introduced the
cook.
mix. The players don't even use them anymore because they got nerfed so badly they're basically walking coffins.
So in this article provided by what website?
The Gamer.
By thegamer.com,
The
the
Gamer.
headline reads, Helldivers 2 players are so done. They're letting the automatons reach Super Earth. How is that guy? No, how is that guy's photo not made a meme yet?
That
It
is.
is.
That is a meme, Jose.
Oh,
It's
it
originally
is.
pointing to a tornado. They used it for everything but that.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
This one comes to us by James Crofton.
So
6
yeah,
years ago.
no. As you know, the game has a live service system where the missions and the strength of the enemy increases and lowers depending how many missions you clear. Players have decided that if the Super Earth is not going to help, then they're not going to help Super Earth.
Oh.
The Helldivers 2 community isn't doing so hot right now. Over the weekend, the game dropped to mixed reviews on Steam. Again. This has happened like 3 times already. After an update went live that nerfed the flamethrower. How can you nerf our flamethrower?
How can you nerf flamethrowers?
How can we smell napalm in the
Why
morning?
would you nerf flamethrowers?
They're wonderful. They keep the aliens at bay.
Flamethrowers are the most wonderful thing
But
we've
That
then
ever.
was
they
like-
added useless.
It's so
anti-tank
weird.
mines.
Oh my god.
Wait. How do you nerf anti-tank?
No, they
They
added
added
useless
useless.
anti-tank mines.
How are they useless?
Simple. They don't cover as much ground as the flamethrower does. The anti-tank man, you throw it there and you hope to God that the enemy's coming at you for every direction, run under that specific area. And when they explode, they only cover a specific area. But the flamethrower, you can cover an arc. You have
Yeah.
mobility.
Okay.
It does damage over time. It's just overall a better weapon. Also, the automatons are some of the toughest enemies in the game. You need to keep them on lockdown, and the continuous damage of the flamethrower while you keep moving is a lifesaver, because standing still in front of a bunch of automatons with super machine guns,
It's basically begging to be
Yeah.
shot.
you are gonna
Yeah.
get turned to mulch.
Yep.
So,
It's an issue.
has
That's been-
added useless is an issue that has been bubbling since launch. Controversial balance tweak after controversial balance tweak. So players are banding together, democracy,
To protest in game.
by letting the automatons armies reach Super Earth.
Oh my god.
Helldivers 2 has lost 90% of its player base on Steam since launch.
What?
Yeah. After the mess with
That is
Sony
not
and the
good.
amount of countries that it got censored, it's still going strong. 20,000 daily players is still a pretty respectable number, but they are nowhere near as high as they used to be. They're a stone's throw away from the home planet, the closest they ever been, and the community's response is resounding, let it happen. Of course, Helldiver 2 is run by a game master called Joel, who dictates how the story plays out, so someone foreseeing accidental could stop the automaton in their tracks.
Bullshit.
In fact, a lot of fans aren't expecting anything to happen, but in letting them get this close, players are making their frustration heard by pigeonholing developer Arrowhead into coming up with a believable excuse as to why the robot forces can't plant their clanking metal boots on our
So
soil.
what they're doing is they're trying to make them make an excuse, be like,
Yes.
it's like, okay, so we're not gonna do anything. So how are you gonna write your way out of this?
Yeah,
Exactly.
basically.
We are backing
Oh my
you
God.
into a corner.
Exactly.
It's gonna be the stupidest excuse
What,
ever.
what can you pull out of your ass
Yeah.
to save this game?
You want to know what would be so ridiculous if they pull up some weird ass story bullshit?
Epic
No, it
shield!
was it was at this moment when humanity banded together and with the power of love and democracy
friendship.
destroyed the circuits of the automatons, overwhelming them with emotion.
Friendship.
Power of friendship.
Power of friendship. Oh my god.
So we basically just held
So
hands
they're just
together
gonna try and pull something
and
out of their
Sailor
ass.
Moon this shit.
Right?
So what can they pull out of their ass?
Let's
Good
find
question.
out. Like,
Whatever happens if they reach Super Earth, we don't know what an unoptimal invasion of Super Earth will look like in terms of gameplay. The big assumption on many of these threats is that we'll be deployed at home to hold back the invading forces, fighting to reclaim the lost planet from the center of the map. But things might not be that in-depth. Going by the Felth's Helldivers, we could simply lose the war. In that case, the entire thing starts over and we're back to square one. Given that we still haven't faced the Illuminate, the elusive third faction that continues to be data mined, returning to the early days would be a big glow. As given by the amazing artist Plague of Gripes, I love that guy, he's great, he makes the best furry girls we've ever seen. In weird gaming news, Helldivers 2 remaining player base got so fed up with the state of the game's development and patch direction that they're allowing the bot faction to invade Super Earth. Honestly, the writing about Arrowhead's attitude was on the wall since month one.
I want to say this
Ow.
right now, guys, just like a personal thing. Like when you mentioned nerfing weapons, like nerfing flamethrowers, the first thing that came to my mind, the closest thing to nerfing flamethrower, was the flamethrower from Star Wars: Shadows of the Empire.
That thing barely does any work unless your opponent is standing right in front of you. If you try to
Yeah, I'm just
fan
like, yeah, exactly.
if
Like
you try to fan it doesn't really hit nearly as much.
exactly. I'm like, unless you're trying to nerf it to that level, like
That's what they were doing.
You know what the sad thing is?
What?
Deep Rock Galactic, amazing game,
Oh god.
I love that. We
has
played
the
it.
Digger class.
Yes.
And I love diggers. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that word. That's their word.
I love diggers.
He loves his diggers.
digger.
Ah, come
Digger.
on.
Oh,
You mean the
Nuclear!
flamethrower? I'm the flamethrower in there. It's so much
Yeah.
fun.
The flamethrower is the first weapon you get as the dwarf. It's a very powerful weapon with a
Yeah.
long cone, and it is one of the best weapons in the game because of the way you can customize it. You can do all sorts of crazy shit with the flamethrower, and then you decide you can do more. See, flamethrowers are cool, but I need more. I don't need to kill people, I need to hurt things. I don't want to just complete the mission. I want to obliterate my team. I want to remove the safety warranty. I want overclocks.
So you're not satisfied with just making your opponents well done?
No,
not adding
I need to
another
rare
quality.
million those bitches.
No,
So-
you need to turn them into charred carbon.
Exactly. Well, to be fair though, the flamethrower uses sticky napalm, so there's that.
Yeah.
Ew.
Point is, I mean, if you want to, you can upgrade it to chunky napalm instead. It genuinely changes the way you use the weapon.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, you can actually change the way the weapon works, like the variety of a projectile, how strong the flame is. My personal is one that goes, this will consume more ammo, but in exchange, not only will you shoot flames, anything that gets too close to you will catch on fire too.
You gotta be shitting me.
It's very useful, a little risky.
beautiful.
Now, continuing.
I'm
If
in love.
Arrowhead wants a sequel to have more in-depth Super Earth gameplay at all, there is another big question. Is it even ready yet? It is very unlikely the Automaton or Terminate were supposed to even get this
bugs.
close this fast. So Super Earth may not even be playable state yet. In that case, Joel will no doubt try to move the enemy away from the home planet, but players are planning to counter that by strategically controlling certain sectors to funnel the Automaton back to Super Earth.
So they're literally saying, wait. They're literally saying, fuck around and find out. Oh, you're gonna try it? Take this.
They're trying to
Ha!
be several steps
Ha!
ahead, going, hey.
Oh my
hey.
god.
They did the reverse Uno card!
Yeah, reverse
So it's just like
Uno.
someone did the verse and be like,
Reverse Uno.
So that
Your
means that the
move.
players are banding together to take certain missions so they can continue to progress in the game, but make sure that the Automaton Force will have only one objective because it's the only one they're not going to defend. We're literally leaving a trail of breadcrumbs in the form of undefended planets for them to take over that are aiming directly
it'd
at the
be wrong
planet.
if you come over
I
here.
can't. I can't with this.
No, you can. You know why?
Why?
Because we can together. This is democracy. We signed up for this fight because we wanted to protect Super Earth. But what's the point of fighting for Super Earth
If they fucked us
the
over.
people in charge are watching us die?
The man is not giving us the power we need to finish the fight.
So we will finish it
No,
ourselves.
this nothing's over. All right, they sent us out there to win, but somebody want to let us win, and so we have to come back here, and we couldn't even get a job as a lousy cab driver.
I used to work with million-dollar equipment. I used to have men that were brothers and they had a code. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
All right, guys. The Honor Rose has something
Rambo,
to add.
God damn it.
I have a little thing that is just like that. So it's like the one monster who sees a boulder rolling down the hill,
Yep.
and he sees the kingdom. So he immediately goes over and tries to stop
He
it,
holds it.
and he holds it. He holds it, and then the tip of his ankle, ding, accidentally hits. What was it a little
The tower.
and the tower falls, and then immediately everyone in the city starts trying to hit him, and he's just like,
You know
you know what?
you.
Fuck this.
Whatever.
So he's just
Bye.
boom.
Like drop
Dead.
the boulder.
So
That's
yeah.
literally
I
what they're
tried.
gonna do.
It's like, I tried. You guys are.
It's like I was trying to help you.
I was trying to help you
But you
guys.
fucked me over, so you know what? Bye.
Also, whatever.
What happened to our brothers who gave up so much to take over space Vietnam?
Right?
Exactly.
How many fellow soldiers did we lose that day trying to fight for a planet that now doesn't even think that we deserve better than a fucking pea shooter?
Or worse, a flamethrower that doesn't work.
I
and
wouldn't light up my
bullshit-
cigars with this piece of
And
shit.
bullshit anti-tank mines.
I'm
Bro.
so glad that we're ending this on this note here.
I am so proud of this community, bro. This is what democracy looks like.
Yes.
You know what?
This is how you fight against a game that keeps fucking you up.
Yeah.
All right.
The
For
developers
democracy.
will listen, or they will perish under the tide of robots they created.
All right. So before we wrap up, let's go ahead and turn. Oh, there's not much going on.
No more comments, I guess. No more Have the Enterprise soundtrack stuck in my head with this song. Yeah.
Nice.
All right then. Well then.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, like, I can't help it. I'm a walking, talking jukebox karaoke machine. So yeah, I'm not sorry though.
All right. Well, with that, we have reached the end of our program. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. You guys have been wonderful in the live chat. Much appreciated. Just want to remind you, as far as August announcements goes, that on Saturday, August 31st at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be hosting another watch party for the Ravens Flock, a watch party for WWE's upcoming pay-per-view event called Bash in Berlin.
Oh,
their first ever wrestling pay-per-view event in Berlin, Germany.
German science
You
is
sent
the
me a
best
thing.
in the
Whoa,
world.
Jose, you sent me a thing talking
Nick, I
about
used to
the theme song that was made that WWE got.
Oh yeah,
It's a song called Ratatata,
Rat-ta-ta
by Baby Metal.
By Baby Metal.
Can you get me this to charge, please?
Never.
I don't know if any of y'all heard of Baby Bim.
Bro, I love Baby
Of
Bim.
course we have.
Okay, good.
Listen, I had to hear from them because Rob Zombie praised them. And if Rob Zombie tells you those girls go hard, you
Oh,
best
yeah.
believe
Oh, yeah.
Rob goddamn Zombie.
Yes.
Fun little fact.
Like,
Remember
by-
Azura's Wrath?
Yes.
Capcom held a contest where you would get into a booth and scream as loud as you could. And if you scream loud enough, you walk away with over $100 in prizes. Little girls won the contest.
Damn.
That's true.
But, all right.
That's true.
But getting back to it, so this is going to be a watch party. So you're going to watch along with us as we react to everything that's going on in the wrestling pay-per-view event.
You boys will.
Yes, of course,
Yeah,
we will.
no, y'all girls got stuff you need to do.
You are, of course, welcome to join us if you so desire. But all the same, we appreciate your presence here in the
I'm
Spirit.
sorry. I'm gonna be sleeping until like 11.
No, you're fine.
Totally
You're
okay.
fine.
Nothing wrong
But
with
like I
it.
said, this watch party is Saturday, August 31st at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. That is the start time for WWE's Bash in Berlin, and we hope that you join us.
Yeah.
Now, Angel,
Speaking of trying to join people at a certain time,
So,
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
hint,
so
nudge.
so Angel,
Wink, wink.
So Angel, what I mean, you could say that my performance at the end of the Let's Play was pretty good, right? I didn't get caught officially.
let me put it this way. You were about as good at stealth as I was at arriving on time, so you were perfect. 100% perfect. But I do hope that on time we will be next Saturday when I want you guys to join me for another episode of Los Amigos Play. Once again, we're continuing and reaching the increasingly dramatic and strangely sexually charged climax of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Damp Wet Moist Noodle Man.
Hey, look, and he actually ate the
Yeah, I know.
snake.
He actually ate his... Oh, damn, they did it. And they even played the theme when that was happening.
Right? And they were playing it all soft and romantic because what's her face? Eva,
Because she wanted to eat his snake.
she wanted to be his snake eater.
Literally.
Yeah.
Tish. Anyway, as you know, we got captured again. So surely nothing wrong can happen this time. We're just going to lose the other eye and the entire game is going to be a black screen. But until then, I hope that you will join us because we'll be there every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Kick!
All right, and for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube at Kick, where me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arouse, will review the 3 most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today, WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Lots to talk about in terms of matches and lots of funny segments and moments of Juan's incredible hot tags.
Yep, especially when it comes to AEW stuff. I literally, it was literally like, the one thing that I was complaining about was this week, Claudio Castagnoli, one of the finest men to ever step in the squared circle. He's been around since 2000, and the motherfucker was delivering a promo against Kazuchika Okada as if he had just woken up after a 5-month coma and he's still groggy. I'm like, motherfucker, you've been at this for 24 years.
Maybe that's the
You
problem. He's
know-
been at it for 24 years. He's tired, bro.
That's no excuse. Like, give me some animal. Give me some freaking energy.
Make me care about you!
Maybe he
you-
needs some ketamine.
No.
Oh, God!
Angel, no.
Okay, just give him coffee.
Actually, yes.
He owns a coffee place.
More
Wait,
of a
he
reason.
does?
Yeah.
More of a reason. Do like George of the Jungle and start munching on Jabba, my man.
Wait, Claudio owns a coffee joint?
Claudio's Cafe. Go here. Go and look it up.
Bullshit. Okay, well,
It's
that's
over in America. But anyway, so we hope you guys tune in and we hope you guys enjoy it. It's a lot of laughs. But before we get to that, we have a show on Wednesday nights, don't we?
You're damn right we do, and that would be my program, The Black Files, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. As you guys see on this program, we covered a whole wide swath of stories surrounding the sphere of nerd and pop culture. But on The Black Files, we just hone in on one, and we cut deep into the heart of the matter. And this past Wednesday, this story cut deep into our hearts because we discussed the misdeeds of someone who used to be a member of our crew here, Deimos Cosplay, someone that we had in high regard to one degree or another, who turned out to be, and from what we can tell still is, a lying, manipulative, fucking apparently racist, bitch.
Horrible person, yeah.
No, not just horrible person, a flat-out bitch. And I don't say that lightly unless she's earned being called a bitch.
An unmitigated bitch.
Cartman
fruity bitch.
song.jpg.
Oh, yeah, see, that's how much of a bitch she was. That she shut off one camera without meaning to.
Damn.
No, see, like,
It was like, I don't want to hear this.
exactly. And I want to reach out and want to let everyone know, those of you who were reaching out to me on my personal Instagram or on the Ravens Flock Instagram, I want y'all to understand I'm seeing you guys. I recognize exactly what you've been going through the same way we have. And we're asking you, if you've got any other stories that you want us to share, I made a promise, and yeah, Jose fell asleep afterwards, but on September 4th, we will have our follow-up regarding Deimos cosplay on that that night's edition of the Black Files. I'm hoping that after that, we can close the door on discussing Deimos for the time being, unless something big or dramatic or psychotic happens.
I hope it doesn't. They always say the second movie is the best one.
Like, she's already dramatic enough as it fucking is, but September 4th, that's our cutoff date. That's when we're going to have our episode regarding Deimos with other people's stories. If you need to send your stories to us, either send it to our Instagram, which is the Ravens Flock Online, or email it to us at theravensflockonline@gmail.com.
Yes.
And as far as that goes, you can see the rest of what we cover on the darker side of nerd and pop culture and request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for the Black Files.
And of course, tune in to our main show, the #1 show on this channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where we and my motley crew of nerds are gathered here every Saturday to talk with you about the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, no matter what company or person is getting sued, there's always something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you. And of course, once again, we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. You guys have been fantastic in the live chat. And this is something that we've been doing since 2013, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Xeon Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse. As we delve into the latest news of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.
That's it.
Yes, please.